Wrong screen. I try to start with the standby. Okay, we're live, and hopefully I didn't catch too much of that. Okay, so we're on the standby screen. All right, we're going over music, every pony. We're doing the thing. Hello, Gargod.
Music.
Yes, we're doing the musics. We had to take off last week because of some stuff that we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, we got a bunch of 2021, 2022 shit to get through. So let's bring that up. We've got I don't know what this says. Eivesohn, something like that. No ponytone, SMH my head. I said, I was just saying off stream that I should probably pull up Ponytown because y'all seem to like it so much. I think it'll take me like 2 seconds to pull up Ponytown. And then I can just throw it on a separate window. I'm grinding on Fallout right now. I need 5mm ammo and oh shit. So I've got to do that. Anyway, Ponytown lives. Hooray. Was it down or something? Okay. Ponytown. Play on 18+ server. There we go. Oh, look at that. Gargot is already there.
Right where you left him.
Right where I left him. That is correct. Let's see here. 5. There we go. We'll have a seat. Okay, and there we go. We will change this out. Let me bring Ponytown down. I need to make this window smaller. There we go. There's this. Proper test. Ponytown. Bam. Now everybody's in the corner. There you go. Okay. Ponytown is up. Are you happy now? Yeah, it was down for a moment. Okay. What is a Fallout? Ponytown, more like Pony Plains. Okay. So, we're going to check out this song submitted by Madoka. It's Eivesohn Mystacore. So, let's check that one out, eh? Alrighty. It's only a minute long, which is good. We like little short submissions. Those are fun. So let's check that out. This window seems a little goofy. Nope, that's the wrong one. I'm getting started a little bit late. We got up really fucking late. And so I want this to look just about like this, where we have the video and the title like this, without all that other stuff hanging out underneath chat. That's what I want, right? Meow. Right, meow. There you go. Okay. Something like that. That is kind of what I want. Okay. The recommended over there doxing me. People know what I watch while I'm at work. Anyway, this is probably some stuff that I should do off stream, but okay. Anyway, so we're gonna check this out. Mystacore, Mista Worldwide hashtag Nij. Okay. Anyway, let's check it out.
I can smell trouble. Smells like I'm safe for now. Dude, if this is a jump scare... Nah, there's no way, right? Okay. You hold this place in the name of the Lord, I command you to get back
Well,
that
what
was pretty cool.
What was that?
I think it was I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but it was clearly it's one of those, it's just like a meme, I guess. It's like a meme.
He said sheesh. That's what
my kid says that, and I don't get it. I don't understand what sheesh is supposed to mean.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, but sheesh, and then they do this thing. No, they put their hands on their arm or their fingers or whatever, and they're like sheesh, and I don't get it. I don't know. I never thought I would boom this hard when it comes to something like that, but I truly just don't understand that. But let's hear the jump scare.
I had a classmate with a similar second name, if I recall correctly. Well, that was like 10, more like 11 years. Wait, more than that. Whatever.
So, I like this robot bulldog type of thing going on. I don't know.
Is this a bulldog? It looks like a fox to me, on screen at least.
Yeah, I think the little jowl-looking things or whatever. It's kind of like a bulldog. Maybe it is a fox. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I don't know. I like it though. It's pretty neat. And
it's kind of small on my screen because like.
Good meme gent. I just created this genre right now. Oh, meme gent. I like it.
Meme gent. As if gent alone wasn't terrible enough.
Gent usually is kind of like as
it is a meme
style
of itself.
It does seem to only be a meme. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go to Pavel Lipski, Erebus the Bone Sovereign. We got a Bandcamp link over here. Let's check that one out, eh? Neat. We have some cool looking cover art here of Gods and Heroes remastered. Oh, neat. Okay. Oh, from Minsk, Belarus. Sweet. Okay. So let's check this out, eh? Big orchestral stuff is just so far outside of like my abilities for like critique or whatever. Anytime it sounds decent, I'm just like, that's great. It sounds the best that it ever could. There's no way that it could get any better than this because I just don't know. But yeah, it sounds really neat. It sounds like everything is well balanced, like it's all in the correct area or whatever. Or at least that it's shelved correctly, because I don't know, there's nothing in here that seems like out of place or whatever. So there's that. All right, let's keep it going. But where's the breakdown? Correct. True. That is what we're waiting for. I do like how the voice doesn't sound like it's a VST. I think that's real, especially because you can kind of hear a little bit of a little bit of white noise in the background, like it's, we have some leftover compression.
It's probably a sample library or something like that, because like there are libraries that provide like longer samples or even like libraries that you can use as a voice synthesizer for like certain phrases or words or whatever. But I think it's just a vocal sample from like a sample pack or a library or whatever.
You think so? Wow. I would
Yeah.
be surprised, but then again, I don't know. Like I said, so far out of my wheelhouse, I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to this kind of stuff. This genre, like these VSTs or all this stuff that they're using, it blows my mind. Like I just can't wrap my head around it. Okay, let's keep going. I do like how huge it is. It feels enormous, you know, like, I mean, it really does feel like well, that was the very end. But I do like how huge it feels, you know, it's extremely gigantic. And it's clearly a very ambitious project. I just don't know anything about this type of thing.
Honestly, he said he wants to try to make some metal music, like whatnot, because like first he wants to try like to make some metal music like compositionally like decent, so it's not about the technical aspects or to make sure that all instruments sound real. He just wants to try to make something like that, like in the first place. And he doesn't like extreme vocals at all.
Really, not at well.
This is heartbreaking.
It does, yeah. That's disappointing, but still, even then, there is some really good metal that doesn't have like screaming in it. I guess.
Sure.
There's
a lot of like instrumental stuff that is like 1,000 times better than some certain examples of metal bands with extreme vocals.
True. I was more or less thinking of like metal with clean vocals, not necessarily like rapping or something like that, but there's
like
a way to
heavy metal, power metal,
yeah,
this type of stuff.
yeah. I think that might work, especially with like this really orchestral type of thing. I think that he could make it work. This sounded pretty cool, and I enjoyed it. But anyway, not really, you know, my super thing. London's Grimiest. I think we had 2 streams ago. London's Grimiest was in chat, being like, "Check out my copyrighted song." I'm pretty sure that was him.
They submitted a song that is not copyrighted according to eProots, so we can check it out. But they are not present in the chat on stream, so
okay,
we'll check it anyways.
Right? They can check the VOD later. Okay, so this is London's Grimiest, beat produced by Sudakilla, beat found at Fat Cat Beats. Okay, made by LG Forkstar and Mr. AK. UK Boom Bap. Okay.
Oh wait, He is in the chat. I think that's the dude, like the surnamer in the chat.
Oh,
that's
nice.
that's one of them, as far as I
Okay.
know. I'm not
Nice.
sure though.
London's Grimiest, UK boom bap. This is interesting. I've never heard of this before. The UK, that is. I've never heard of the UK since they're not like a real country.
Same.
And boom bap is obviously something I'm very familiar with. So let's just continue. Nice.
Who are you to judge? We do with what we love and rising above, yo. So who are you to judge? I'm rising above by doing what I love and not giving a fuck. So who are you to judge? We do with what we love and rising above, yo. So who are you to judge? We going all out by doing what we love and not giving a fuck. What you know about that London town underground? Love the sound or hate it? We made it with dedication, lots of herbs and meditation. Raising waves became chained to words, it's resonating. If you
It's weird hearing, because I don't listen to a lot of like UK rap. If I listen to rap, it's usually like stuff like Attila or like Mr. Girl or something like that, right? I don't usually listen to like UK stuff. I think Moeezy is a UK rapper that we've listened to on stream before, and Moeezy is really good. But it's weird because when you listen to Moeezy rap, you almost couldn't even like pick up the accents. These guys, that you can definitely hear. This is very, London. This is the London's Grimiest, I guess you could say. Anyway.
enthusiasm for lyricism, words of wisdom echo in the walls of these four prisms and cause resistance to thwart the system. They coming for us soon, that's why I bought this pistol. Moving through these moons with an awkward wiggle, ducking from the Hawkeye that's on some stalking chisel. We taught the little ones resources that I fought to ripple through generations that fought a little for survival. Preparation to bring about a revival. We giving out riddles to figure out like the Bible. It's time for the tidal. Break your neck while listening to this, I'm not liable. Corporations want depopulation. They stalk the nation with diabolical brain conditioning. So they laser focus, control and raise over us. It ain't over, we're still coping. There's gaining hope in us as mine.
These like lines of, continuous use of the same vowel sounds in time and whatever, or just like attributing to the beat is actually really, really good. This line in particular stood out to me right here.
They laser focus, control and raise over us. It ain't over.
Where we had the O, it seems to be on a consistent thing, like, with the beat. It's pretty fucking cool. This is they're doing really, really good, and the performance is well delivered as well. So that's good too.
We're still coping, there's gaining hope in us as minds open up. The lone stone wolf on my own too, but that involves you. We underground, so how about you dig us out by giving us a shout? We going all out and doing what we love, so who are you to judge? We doing what we love and rising above, yo. So who are you to judge? I'm rising above by doing what I love and not giving a fuck. So who are you to judge? We doing what we love and rising above, yo.
I think that, in my personal opinion, whenever it comes to non-melodic choruses, I don't really like it whenever they repeat passages. I feel like if the hook isn't melodic, such as this, where there's no singing or whatever, and it's the same beat we've heard 40 times before, it's okay to go back to your hook and then play it one time through, and we get the picture. Okay, that's your hook. I don't know if I really it always comes off as kind of lengthy or appealing to runtime whenever you just repeat a hook that is really, really simplistic like this, especially when it is the same beat or whatever, and there's not really any changes to it. There's no like adding synths here, or like adding a quirk to the beat here or whatever, or even singing it or whatever. I think it's, I don't know. That's just me. That's my personal opinion when it comes to this style of like rap music. Boom bap, of course.
So who are you to judge? We going all out by doing what we love and not giving a fuck.
Now I'm attacking from a different angle. The animal, the old savage goon. I only speak the truth. The city of London, yeah, we beat.
This reminds me of a tribe called Quest. I'm not familiar.
Trapped in, especially if the feds they be catching. Thankfully, where we come from, an unwritten rule. We leave the smoke, seem to flow untouchable. Though they take out our brothers to keep up the numbers. The Babylon pigs, the hungry motherfuckers. What you know about a London town underground sound? Love it, wow.
I like this guy too. The other vocalist was good, but I think this vocalist here is really he stands out to me. He pops out in a way that just hits the ear differently.
His voice has slightly more character, and it stands out as more prominent and more artistic. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds exactly. It sounds more like we're taking some artistic liberty in the way that our voice sounds. He's just like, I like that guy a lot, whoever that is.
I don't mean that like the first guy was like completely monotonous and like boring and like annoying, and it's not mumble rap. It's it's a different type of thing. So the first guy was good. The thing I don't exactly like in the second guy delivery is that he's rushing a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like in relation to the beat, he is a little bit rushing. So like as if like trying to rhyme a little bit forward, like in front of a beat. So like the first guy he sounded more relaxed and actually on time with the beat. This one is rushing, and it kind of ruins the impression. Like he is better in some areas, he lacks some other things that the first guy had. Yeah,
he's not. I would agree. He's not like bad, or whatever, but he's definitely the second guy. I don't know. There's just something about him. It just has more character. It stands out a lot. It's something that I would most definitely want to listen to again. I think that the guy that does the hook is I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, let's continue. I'll find the words.
With dedication, lots of urban meditation, an ideal sticky situation. Who are you to judge unless your clientele mind suggests you get in line? Should be green, not China white.
I think you're right, though. I think that it is also the element of sounding more relaxed, like less give a fuck. The first guy seems to be, motherfucker. I'm trying to get my boots off. Okay, it's sounding like
slightly more emotionless and calm, like cold voiced, if that's the thing.
Right. The first guy seems to be trying really hard.
Thoughtful and what's the word? Concentrated. I don't know. Like concentrated on what he's saying and how he delivers it. Like with confidence and
confidence.
Confident.
Yes. Confident, deliberate, and he's doing really well. Okay. It's listenable. I like UK rap, and this is what I would expect. Oh, okay. That's good to know.
I also feel like maybe they both they fit into each other, and like they represent the contrast in this song by like having different types of delivery and different types of voices.
Yeah. That's also really good too, is that you whenever you have especially a feature. Now this would be something that would be probably a little bit, I don't know if London's Grimiest has these two guys all the time, but I think that something that would benefit them greatly is to put their names in the title. Not necessarily in the title. I guess if it's the two of them, at least put your names somewhere, because I have no idea. Unless you are Forkstar and Mr. K, made by LG, Forkstar, Mr. K. I have no idea. I don't know what to call these people, Anyway, let's continue.
Let's party night. This is party night.
Who are you to judge? We do what we love and rising above, yo. So who are you to judge? I'm rising above by doing what I love and not giving a fuck. So who are you to judge? We doing what we love and rising above, yo. So who are you to judge? We going all out by doing what we love and not giving a fuck.
Alrighty.
Another like major complaint I have is the processing on the vocals, because like they clearly have like no low end whatsoever, and it kind of lacks the mid range. It feels like they simply like high pass the vocals, so it's not warm. It just lacks that warmness, and like I get the feeling it was just recorded on a phone with a backtrack as a karaoke version or something like that. So it could be so much better. It could, like, if the vocals would be processed differently, if they had more low end, if they had more mid range, it would blend with the instrumental much better. So it could sound whole, as if the vocals and the instrumental were meant to be together from the beginning, and not that they just took someone else's beat and like rapped over it. So like it would sound as if it was originally made to be that way. For now, it sounds a little bit like they took a bit and added vocals to it and processed it to their like the best they could, and that's it. And it didn't work as well as it could, probably due to some like mixing issues or the lack of skill of mixing vocals. That's my assumption.
It does sound. It sounds like they're on the right track for mixing the vocals or mastering or whatever. But it sounds like they just. I think you're right. They cut off a little bit too much of the mid frequencies, and it makes it sound tinny. And I don't. Yeah. But I think they're on the right track. They didn't do it so bad. It was also. Another contributor to that is probably how dry it was. They didn't really have I hate this when I get so popular. You okay with that? No, you're okay. You're okay. Heart emojis. There we go. Anyway, so there's that. Thanks for watching. Would you like a cup of tea? Okay.
Country.
This is the tea country. Doesn't everybody drink tea across the pond? Don't you all drink tea, or are you guys vodka people?
I don't drink vodka. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink tea. I don't drink coffee. I'm a weirdo.
No tea, no coffee, no alcohol.
Yep.
That leaves basically soda and water.
Yeah, no carbonated drinks for me either. It's like water, milk, and juice. That's all.
Okay. Where do we get what is how do we feel about juice? What is our juices of choice?
Orange juice?
Orange juice? Okay, that's good. I figured, you guys are from fucking that
cherry
area.
Juice?
Cherry juice?
Yeah.
Cherry juice. Hang on.
Maybe it's like cherry nectar or more. But
oh my god, that is a thing. Here in America, I've never ever heard of cherry juice. Drink tea, mostly all Russians drink tea, but some more busy ones from cities prefer coffee. We're definitely a coffee people in the U.S. Coffee, and but not regular coffee that you brew. It's going to be that garbage coffee in a can. That's the kind of
3-in-1.
3-in-1.
Like 3-in-1, like espresso or something like that. Like small pockets with like for 1 cup that you just like cheap as fuck and taste like, I don't know, water from the sewers. So it's like 3-in-1, like coffee, dry milk, and sugar, if I recall correctly. So like this is disgusting, and it's as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But like for the lack of better alternatives, and because it's very cheap and like quick to make, you just need some hot water, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Get some coffee.
Astrobuff, long time no see. Howdily doodly. Also, no, not every Russian is an alcoholic. I don't believe you. I'll bet you 99% of them. Because I was looking at some traditional Russian stuff like okroshka, and they have, I guess it's barely alcoholic, but even the soup has fermented, cereal in it. Isn't that okroshka?
Not familiar with that. I know they add kvass as a water base for it.
Yes,
I think.
For okroshka, that's because it's a cold soup, and they use kvass.
But kvass is not alcoholic at all. Like
at
0 promille. Yeah, at all.
But it's fermented. Okay, all right. I believe you.
It's alcohol free. It's sold in the markets like everywhere. It's not out.
No, fermented cereal-based non-alcoholic or low alcoholic, which is 1 or 2.
It can be low alcoholic, but like it kind of becomes the beer,
Yeah, 1 or 2 proof is nothing. I'm here dealing with life, like my health issues, my legal issues, my life issues, the usual. Same. I took off last week for streaming for all that same crap. Children.
Children.
Well, I mean, in Russia, I figured you guys would make cereal with, alcohol, with vodka.
It's the fizzy drinks you get instead of like 7-Up, Mountain Dew, and whatever. Children in Russia drink kvass.
Okay. I wonder what it tastes like. I want to get my hands on some
liquid bread. Imagine like black bread, but it's liquid.
Ew. That does not sound good.
That's awesome, honestly.
Here, people drink beer and more beer. Dos Equis and...
I thought you were more like into tequila and like heavy drinks,
Me?
No, I'm talking about Gargod.
No, I don't think Gargod... I don't even know if Gargod is 21. Are you interested in the MCU? I am not. My girlfriend is very into the MCU.
What is
and
MCU?
I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think that stuff is I don't know.
But
I just don't get into it.
I just described it as liquid bread. I think that's enough. I think that's a fitting description for kvass, honestly. Like liquid bread. Okay, so imagine dark beer, but it's sweet and non-alcoholic.
He said, "Boy, bye," because I'm not in the MCU. Sorry, man. I'm into. I prefer the DC. Okay, I like that Dark Knight series, the Joker, all that stuff. I like that way better than the MCU. My girlfriend likes the MCU. We're a house divided. Anyway, let's check out J-Doggon's submission. Keeper of the Morgue. Man was not meant to meddle. Okay. I think man was meant to meddle. I thought this said convoy. I was like, that's interesting. Okay, so this is Keeper of the Morgue. Oh, and this is from Keeper of the Morgue. It was a J-Doggon submission, so I expected it to be a fucking Slam Worldwide release. But anyway, let's check this out. 5 whole ass minutes. Is this what are we expecting here? Let's see. This is their featured video. And it looks like they haven't had a release for 2 years since. So this is the single for their new one. So this is going to be representative of whatever new project they have going on. Let us check it out. It's a pretty neat guitar tone. It sounds
is, like,
super crunchy.
Extremely odd.
You
I'm not
think
sure if it. I'm not sure if it works properly with this type of mix, because like with those like eerie atmospheric like voices or like floating around like in the previous like 30 seconds or something like that. That was like very atmospheric bridge or like atmospheric intro to a song, and
Yeah.
that guitar tone felt a little like not even a little, but like completely out of place with that atmosphere. It was just like as if it was not from this song. Like it got lost and suddenly ended up in this particular song, but like it's not where it belongs.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, but I think I just disagree. I think that this super mega crunchy guitar tone just kind of works as a contrast. I think it works really, really well. But we're okay. Let's we're a fifth of the way through. Let's see how it comes together. Sounds like it wants to take my soul. Yeah, that's the nature of slam. I think this sounds so far like slam metal. Let's see if we get some core elements in here. Yeah, it's got a lot of core elements to it, so it's tending to be quite like down tempo, really like it's kind of beat down rather than having any like core elements to it. It's just, well, I mean, beat down is kind of like, deathcore, but it's more just sort of, beat down, and beat down is cool and all, but I just feel like it gets old. I feel like it can wear on you pretty quickly. It can beat you down, I guess you could say, but it doesn't. It doesn't like maintain its novelty for long. I don't know if I would really, really get down with like a beatdown song for 5 entire minutes. It sounded cool to begin with, but I hope it evolves into something else pretty soon.
The song is already getting better, because like I was like slightly disappointed at first, and now it's getting better. I feel like they implemented like melodic elements, and it has at least some chord progressions, and not just like jumping from the dominant chord and the sixth chord and the dominant chord again. It's like 0 1 0 1, etc., without resolving to a tonic chord. They are actually like working with some fucking music, Mm-hmm. So for me, the song is getting more interesting, and I'm getting more engaged with it. And it sounds more like it sounds more appealing to me than most of the slam or brutal stuff like Jada Gonzalez or whatever bullshit we get from Slam Worldwide every fucking time. I'm tired of it, honestly. So yeah, this is already better.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it going. pretty neat. It does kind of have a melodic feel to it, but I think it's just the longevity of the notes. Hello, Yuki Sakura, whoever that is. I don't recognize the name. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Yuki Sakura.
That sounds better to me. Sakura. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds. It does. I think it has a lot to do with the longevity of the notes. It's not doing a lot of false chords. It's not doing all that kind of crap.
Yes. Finally, someone is not doing that bullcrap.
Yes.
It's like, I'm just tired of like the whole song being just brutal for the sake of being brutal, and like dissonance for the sake of having dissonance, and like for the most of the song, but like with like no musical movements whatsoever, no chords, no progressions. It's just brutality for the sake of brutality, and like let's just slam dunk everyone and everything, and just open the pit, and like you get the idea. Those songs like work perfectly during the gigs, or like perhaps even during the workouts from your experience. Well, like that's not something I would listen to like every day, just like listening to actual music. So it's the music of action. It requires some certain like aggressiveness, some movement, and I don't know what else. And with melodic stuff, you can actually listen to it while, I don't know, washing your dishes and listening to music and engaging with the music, because there is something to engage with in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the false chords are cool and all for, I want to say, like, underlining a specific part of the song. It's okay to have that or whatever. But I feel like they're, much like everything in metal, it tends to be super mega overused. And that people tend to, like, abuse the existence of that. And yes, you're correct.
Like, certain tropes, they feel like, if you compare it to cooking, then certain tropes might feel like spices. So, like, if you add a little bit of spices here and there, like salt, pepper, or whatever, so if you just add, like, a little bit of those, like, false chords or other dissonant stuff, like, here and there in the song, it feels good. It feels good because, like, it's a neat little addition, like a small detail that only adds to the song as a whole. But when your whole dish consists of spices, like I don't know, you go to a restaurant, order some food, and then the waiter just brings you a bowl full of salt, and like, there you go, like, bon appetit, like, and you're about to consume like 1 kilogram of salt on your dish. I don't know.
Soul has a
This
way
is
around
what it feels like
to cooking in shopping carts.
Yeah, my metaphors can get really wacky, but like, as long as it works, it works. So yeah, like, some folks tend to use a lot of spices, and when the whole food is a spice, it does not taste like anything. It's atrocious, and it's atrocious.
My birthday is tomorrow, and I don't plan on working that day. I am also not working tomorrow, so I don't know. I'm thinking about kicking off. I don't know. I'm probably thinking about doing like a hangout gaming stream or whatever. Watch some videos, play some Fallout. That is probably anyway. For now, let us continue this song. I'm enjoying what I'm hearing so far. It's not the best. But so far, nothing has jumped out to me as being like, oh my god, super, super amazing. But it does sound good, so let us continue. Layering these leads is pretty cool, though. Layering the vocals with the with the lead guitar like that is pretty neat. That's always something I'm super impressed by, because like if it were me, if I were putting a lead guitar down or something like that, I'd be like, oh my god, I need to. This needs to be the entire focus of the song. I can't have anything else going on. And so anytime somebody makes the choice to be like, you know what, I'm gonna put my vocals on top of my lead because I give no fucks. It's really impressive to me every time. Anyway, let us continue. There's that
Blast
Discord.
beats.
Yep, there it is. The blast beats. Good shit. This is a really interesting sound here. This kind of like sort of reverbed. I think it's a guitar, but the way that the way that the strokes are fading in like that is weird. I've never heard that before, but it sounds cool.
Like
as
you
hell.
probably just turn the knob, like the volume knob on the guitar. Like you play a note and then you slightly increase the volume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it
I think
sounds
that's
cool.
how it was made. Yeah.
Sounds cool as hell. All right, let's keep it. That was cool. That was pretty cool. You know what? It actually...
I expected much worse from it, honestly.
I feel like it came together really well. It had some, like, quasi-orchestral elements. Like, it wasn't, like, orchestral or whatever, because it was clearly, like, electronic, but the way that it was all layered together and the complexity of the movements was pretty neat. I feel like it really came together nicely. And I'm pretty impressed with it. I liked that quite a bit. It started out kind of bland, but it had that really neat guitar tone, and then the compositionally it just kept evolving, quite progressive in that way. And yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really neat. I'm pretty impressed. That's gonna be a subscribe from me, dog. So let's J-Dog gone. Exactly. Okay. So we're on to Gargod's submission, Coltcrusher, the Super Fashy Pony Smashy 6000. I love it. That is it's a topical. Oh no, ads. It's a topical parody of My Little Pony literary devices, I guess you could say, or whatever. An object that existed in the MLPU, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, official lyric videos, sweet action. Okay, so let us check this one out. Go. Did it? Oh, it does. It just kind of jumps right into it. All right, let's keep going. heard those blast beats, everybody. Oh my god, did you hear that fucking vocal delivery? It's fast as fuck. He's most definitely speeding that up. But even then, it sounds cool. That's another thing that I've noticed a lot here lately with more in grindcore than anything else, but people will have sped up vocals, which is, I don't know, it's just weird to me, but that just seems to be a trend that's
Get on Archspire level, where the vocalist can rap with extreme vocals so fast he does not need to speed it up. He just does that naturally.
Oh, he just rocks it like that? Well,
yes.
Okay then. Huh. Because I didn't have, I think it want to say, I don't know, I get the impression that he's speeding up. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just that fast. But I've noticed that like Infant Annihilator does sped up vocals, and I think it's weird. The vocal delivery reminds me of Spawn of Possession. Oh, you're challenging me because I don't know what Spawn of Possession is. I'm not super.
I know
familiar.
the band, but I've never heard of them, honestly.
Okay.
I can link Archspire later.
All right.
Off stream.
Smashing. Okay, let's keep it going. But anyway, I just was saying that's just a weird thing that I see pretty often now. But Swedish tech death band. I gotcha. Slim and Slam. That's fucking awesome. Dude, it's so great. The lyrics, he said, introducing We're Slim and Slam or something like that. Slim and Slam,
Oh yeah, Flim and Flam, but Slim and Slam. That's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, because he does kind of like a slam metal type of thing. It's good. His vocal delivery is really strong, much better than when he first started. Like, he's come a long, long way in his delivery. Maybe that's just his mastering now, or like whatever he's got going on, but it sounds so good. And then I think compositionally it sounds really cool too. It's kind of a basic riff, it's not super complicated. It can be. There's a couple of little trills here and there that are complicated, but for the most part, the blast beats and everything is it sounds really cool to me, but it's also accessible, and that's pretty interesting. He does really good with that kind of stuff. Cool shit. I don't know about this chorus. This chorus just kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it's like technically a chorus. I do know this is like the second time I've heard it, and
underwhelming.
I wouldn't say underwhelming. It's the opposite. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't sound like good, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Is that I don't like it. It's not for me.
It's not on the same level as the rest of the song.
Right. The whole rest of the song is really, really good, but for some reason then we get to this hook or like chorus or whatever, and it just it falls off right there. But then then he brings it right back, and it sounds good again. But I don't know. It's good. Anyway, keep going. He said a chorus, literally a Prince Whatever song. I love it. I love that.
You said?
He did. I do like that sound. That's a weird sound, and it sounds cool as fuck. That or whatever. It sounds cool as fuck, whatever that is. And I'm sure that it's a guitar or whatever, and he's doing some weird shit with it that I don't understand. But it sounds cool as fuck for sure. I like it a lot. I wonder if that's a VST or if he's like, got
I think
tabs.
that's like I assume that's a like physical pedal that can change the pitch. So it's like a wah-wah pedal when you like control the amount of like modulation or whatever, and like when you like do like pedal to the metal, it just it just pitches it up like one full octave or something like that.
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
Yeah.
I know
It
like
sounds
similar
cool.
pedals exist, so it might be it or something similar at least.
I think your guess is correct. It sounds similar to that. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up just like being a VST or something. But it sounds cool as fuck, and I really like it. Keep going.
I wasn't following the
With
lyrics.
YouTube Premium, you can download your videos.
Shut up.
No,
Okay.
shut up. I wasn't following the lyrics, so I'm not entirely sure about the context of the last like line. So like, fresh lives don't matter. What do they mean by fash?
Fascist.
Fascist. So
Yes.
it's not short from like fashion, but it's from
No,
fascist.
fash is short for fashion sometimes, but in this context, he's using it to say fascist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah, fascist lives don't matter.
I agree with that.
SS sprinkle. I don't know. It was pretty cool. It had some really, really cool sounds in it, like that weird whatever. That shit stood out as being, that is the thing that makes it idiosyncratic, and I like that a lot. And it also had some funny moments, and I don't know. It's just cool. It's just good all the way around.
Yeah. I like his like older stuff more, honestly, because like it felt a little bit more progressive and more interesting. Now it's just
his
your
older stuff
typical.
was, yeah, you're right. His older stuff was more progressive, but I like this. I think that it's better this way. I think that he's doing much better compositions.
Now he just blends with the rest of Slam Worldwide backlog. So
Oh,
it just,
really? You think so?
it's just another project in their backlog. Like it lost its like special something that it had, in my opinion.
I think he's actually been on Slam Worldwide.
Yeah. And we've
yeah,
checked
he
it
has.
on like off stream.
Yeah,
Wait,
there he is. Hearts and Hooves, Slam Worldwide release right there.
I think the video was like 18 plus, so we checked it on Bandcamp. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it listed 18 plus because of the all of the blood and guts.
Oh,
and the,
he was there twice.
Oh,
so
look at
there's
that!
a-
Yeah, Snips and Snails, which is just hilarious. I think that Coltcrusher is a very important person. Given that, like, whenever you're talking about pony metal, I think that he is probably, when you were talking about like mainstream deathcore and slam, I think that he represents a really good bridge between what is completely and totally mainstream and what is pony related. And so the Coltcrusher to Brony pipeline it begins with Coltcrusher.
Well, I feel like he found his audience and his niche on the, let's say, brony metal scene. So he filled the gap that needed to be filled, because like even with like deathcore and like death metal stuff from brony musicians that were released like throughout the last decade or something like that, there was still nothing like that before. Nothing that brutal and of high quality and highly like produced, of high level, and representing this particular type of brutal death metal or whatever it is.
Right.
So I'm not sure if that place was taken like previously by someone else. So
I don't think it
and
was.
I guess he filled that gap that needed to be filled with his.
That's what
music.
I love
So-
about brony metal, is that there's so many different subgenres and nobody seems to step on each other's hooves, as they say. They don't seem to step on each other. It seems like, you know, when you've got like the L Train, well, he's not really strictly a brony musician, he just does nerd stuff. But even then, if we were to count L Train, he does that very huge orchestral crap. And then you have
sometimes.
well, that's true. Yeah, sometimes he does really thrashy stuff too, but so you have the L Train that does that, and then you have Alsuch, who does more technical like death metal type of stuff, and then I do more like deathcore, like American core genres, basically. And that's what I do. And then there was Sam, who did more post-hardcore, but Sam isn't really around anymore. He's the one that put together the Mayhem thing. Used to go by the name of Biggie Sam. But he was like post-hardcore. And I don't know if there's anybody in the like brony fandom that's filled that space since he's left. I don't know if there's like a post-hardcore musician that's dominating the brony sphere.
And then what you call post-hardcore.
Depends on what you call stuff like, I guess post-hardcore would be like Bring Me the Horizon. I meant Bullet for My Valentine and stuff like that.
If you count Prince, whatever, honestly, like some of his stuff like reminds me of post-hardcore. Honestly, it's not.
Yeah.
It's of different. It's of different breed of post-hardcore, I would say.
Yeah. No, I think I understand what you're saying, because I would equate Prince whatever to something like Atreyu or what's that other fucking band that all the kids played in?
Alisana?
No, it's what I can't remember what it's called, but all the kids learn to play the song. Bullet for My Valentine is actually melodic metalcore. Post-hardcore and melodic metalcore have so much crossover. The only real difference between melodic metalcore and post-hardcore is that post-hardcore, whenever they do a breakdown, it will step down into like some acoustic shit. Instead of jumping into like a genty breakdown that's like it'll step down and be acoustic or like softer. The bridge isn't a breakdown, it's just a soft bridge, and then it'll jump back into the heavy shit. That's really the only difference between those two genres. So there. No, it was called Avenged Sevenfold. That's the shit I was thinking of.
Avenged Sevenfold is power metal.
Do you think, really?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I've heard their
maybe...
one full album, and it sounded like the most generic, classic, cliche power metal to me.
Really?
City of Evil, 2005.
Power metal. Okay. That's when I think power metal.
Clean vocals, fast beats, crazy solos, highly like all those like progressions, incredible like melodic lines, and overall melodicness over the edge. Like this is like atrocious, sugar sweet, sugar coated, sugar covered with frosting power metal. I hate this stuff, honestly. I mean, they do have like cool stuff, like cool songs and all that, but like I define them as power metal, and everyone who disagrees with me just disagrees with me. No, they're not wrong. I mean, just that's my definition of power metal, and I define Avenged Sevenfold as power metal.
No, I think I understand what you're saying.
I am surprised that folks in, let's say, United States call it like not power metal, but something like melodic metalcore or whatever. But
I wouldn't consider them melodic metalcore because I don't remember them doing like breakdowns and stuff. As far as I understand, they don't do breakdowns. Yeah,
they don't do breakdowns. I've heard
they sing about dragons and flying and fire and fighting. I don't think so.
I mean, that's not like the power metal bands don't. They not all sing about like dragons, heroes,
it's
and
not
like
exclusively. It's not exclusively Dungeons and Dragons type shit. But even
I mean,
like
you have Dragon Force
metal,
who's singing about like space and like battles and all that shit.
Right.
So,
that's what I would call power metal is Dragon Force, where the whole song is solos.
That's also a very like extreme definition of power metal. That like they took it to extreme metal, like oversaturated power metal with power metal. If you can say so. Because like because of the high speeds, because of insanely long and like stupidly long solos, like they took all the elements they had to extremes, maybe except for I don't know, for some instruments or the vocals, because like there are like some weak spots in their music as far as I'm concerned. But like power metal can be very different from it. Like it can be more, it can be slower. The lyrical themes can be like very personal and really far from whatever power metal cliches you know about like power metal.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you're asking the wrong person.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm not into power metal. I just know that it's very diverse and it's much more than I think of power metal. Like, I know folks who are into power metal, and I'm like, oh, so you're like doing like that stuff like Hammerfall and like Powerwolf and like I don't know Blind Guardian and like whatever else. And they're just like, dude, are you stupid? Like, power metal is not only those like 5 or 10 bands. Power metal is diverse. It's different. It's all different, and you can find stuff that is unique and that is not atrocious and like sugar coated or whatever. So like, and I'm clueless about this stuff. So I rarely listen to power metal in general, but I do have some power metal bands in my library saved because like some songs were really cool, honestly. It's like borderline power metal with thrash metal and symphonic elements and whatnot, but like, it depends.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a power metal band that didn't suck ass live. Because the two bands that I've seen so far that I guess you could call power metal are the ones we've already mentioned is Dragon Force and Avenged Sevenfold, and both of them were trash on stage, absolute garbage.
I may recommend you to watch one of the old Hammerfall live shows. I need to recall that. I need to recall the exact live show they were, whichever year it was, probably from 2003 or something like that. But like, that's for later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. We're keeping on. I'm looking at the Francis Vace. It's neat. We're keep it going with this abstracted like watercolor type of setup or like art and whatever. That's neat.
So he slightly rearranged his recent song from Pony to Dawn album, and Scoonie is now in this song. Like he is singing verses and like some verses and some choruses, and the new arrangement with like additional guitars and like chords and other stuff layered upon the original instrumental, it gives it a different taste or a different spin, if you please. So it definitely sounds interesting and different from the album version that was released last year.
Okay. Well, let us check it out. Earth Pony Balloon Escape Pack Ride. It's such a long name.
That's about the pony who flew that Earth Pony Balloon Escape Pack in G5 movie. Like the balloon pony.
Blind Guardians Valhalla Live? Blind Guardians Valhalla. I'll check it out off stream. Oh my god. Blind Guardian Valhalla Live. Alright. We've got it queued. Let me star. And we'll go back to it. Alright. So let's check this out. Francis Vace. Back from the dead, it seems. Which is good. Anyway.
Lately I've been going wherever the wind blows, but it's not like I have a say. And I've been watching the world turn slowly under my nose as I
Your Ponytown died? Oh, I haven't. I've been ignoring it. That's my bad. I was trying to be in the way of people. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
drift off further away, while flowers any which way, wheat and corn in neat rows, a fringe of beaches along the sea. And I've been watching horses gallop over meadows, but they're not looking out for me. They're not looking out for me. Caught on the surf, pony balloon escape back ride. I'll just an earth pony alone there in the sky, watching the world pass by.
That was it's a pretty cool movement. I love Francis Vace's vocals, man. They are just so different. It's not anything that I'm used to listening to. It comes off as so just I just don't think it could be recreated. Just the way that he delivers it sounds so, just different. It's neat. It's neat, I guess is the word I'm looking for. and then the composition, the build up to the choruses, and then it's just, you know, it's kind of like going. It's just so good. Crashie Tunes, hello. You are up next. It's neat. So I'm, yeah. Let's keep going. That's Scoonie, I think. No. That's definitely Francis Vace. Unless
Scoonie comes next. He's gonna sing right now.
Good.
A bridge has crumbled away. A tree's fallen in its place. Not that it matters up here. I've left behind my old life and live now at a new pace. Up in skies, sunny yet clear. Sunny and clear. Up on an earth, holy balloon escape I can ride. I'm just an earth, holy alone here in the sky. Watching the world pass by, I wonder what has changed. I can't help but think while I've been away. Surely nothing big. Come on an earth, holy balloon escape I can ride. I'm just an earth, holy alone here in the sky.
They harmonize so well. That's so good. Man, that's awesome.
On an earth, holy balloon escape I can ride. I'm just an earth, holy alone here in the sky. Watching the world pass by.
Super good. I do like how Scoonie. I mean, he tried, but it's neat how he kind of sort of fit into that space and fit in really well. Francis Vace usually has a hard time pairing with other vocalists because he's so incredibly different, just way different than normal. So it's difficult to find a pairing for him. You know, it's like having an exquisite glass of wine and not having the correct dish to pair it with. And so, yeah,
You have a glass of wine. You have a glass of wine, and you pair it with a bottle of wine.
true. He did good. This is really cool. Francis Vace is really one of those musicians that I am surprised is not just exploding. I'm really honestly surprised Francis Vace isn't like huge. I know that he's probably more into his gaming stuff.
I mean, have you seen him like in real life? He's kind of huge.
No, I haven't seen him in real life.
Well, I mean, not like enormous, but like he's relatively huge. I know.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He's a good boy.
I haven't seen him, but
You can actually see him right now if you just scroll down, and there is one old song. Yes, it's also a Gargoyle submission from 2016. We need to cover the old songs anyways. It's called
that's
Socks.
right. Socks. Is he in that video?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I was saying that is I'm surprised that he hasn't taken off. either through his gaming shit or his music stuff. I'm surprised that he doesn't have trillions upon billions upon quadrillions of subscribers, and he's not just enormously famous. He really is that good, in my opinion. But okay, so that was that. Enough jerking off Francis Vace. Let's move on to Degenerate Revenge by Crashie Tunes. 3 minutes. Okay. Knowing what Crashie Tunes does, it's kind of like a quasi noise core, but he uses some VSTs to make it sort of like metal sounding. This kind of stuff works really, really well whenever it's really short and concise and to the point. And 3 minutes sounds like it's a little long, so I am coming into this hesitantly. So let us check it out, okay? Degenerate Revenge, Crashie Tunes. Oh my god. This reminds me a lot of like early Slipknot. Like that reminds me of like an intro that they would do. It's almost like a chiptune song there.
Straight out of the gate, the guitars and the bass, like synthesized guitars and synthesized bass, ruined the whole thing for me, like completely already.
No, I understand. I dig completely.
I dig the drums. I dig the addition of like 8 bits, but like the guitars and the bass, they are
clearly, yeah.
Just like out of place. I mean, I'm not complaining about the sound itself because like highly distorted, like extremely like overcompressed, and the levels bumped to 11 and like very loud. But like the sound is okay, but like the sound without the processing would probably be just, you know, plain boring and stupid. Because like I cannot hear the clean sound of the synthesized guitar and the synthesized bass, but I can hear, like I can feel that it is there, that it was not a real instrument, and it just ruins the whole thing. Like it ruins the impression of listening to something that is real or live. Even when I'm listening to like Master Boot record, and I know that those are not like the real guitars and it just synths and all that stuff, it feels like everything is artificial, and because of that everything is in the right spot, like in the right place, so it belongs there. Here, right. I don't feel that balance and like harmony between synthesized and real instruments. So this impression is just, I don't know, cheap to me. I don't know.
Right.
I don't like it.
I get what you're saying. I think that he's working with the best that he's got. I assume that he's not working with these things on purpose. So I'm doing my best to look past the VSTs, but I am glad that you mentioned it, because it does take away a lot. It does like absolutely, you know, kind of ruin it. It takes away from the re-listen value, whatever the fuck, you know, like games have replay value, songs have re-listen value, and I think that it takes away from the re-listen value, if that makes any sense.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's keep it going. I do really.
The bass. It was the bass.
It was?
It was the bass that played it like descending and ascending lines.
No.
Sounds so stupid. I mean, when the guitar plays like the chords and like very low notes and like the rhythm. When the guitar plays whatever the usual rhythm section should play or does play, it sounds tolerable. But when guitar goes like, when the guitar tries to play separate notes or like melodic elements and like, you know, like notes on higher strings, it just dies. It just dies. I'm trying not to think of it of a synthesized instrument, but like when I hear those like single notes, like so like when it switches from the low notes like chugga chugga to like higher melodic notes like and then like and or something like that, it just like ruins the whole impression like immediately. It just dies. but there's one thing I really like and I extremely enjoy is the vocals. The vocals, I dig them so fucking much. They are glorious.
Yeah, he's got a really good shriek on him.
Yes, and the processing on vocals, like to the point where it's like indistinguishable and incomprehensible. This is perfect. This is like, this shit rocks. I don't know. This is amazing. And it also blends like extremely well with the drums. The drums and the vocals are just pure gold here. The bass and the guitars, they suck ass. Yeah.
I understand. I don't know. I just headbang. The vocals are nice. True.
That's what normies say.
Oh, sorry. You were gonna say something. I'm sorry.
That's what normies say when they hear metal.
True. That is what they say. Sometimes it's okay to be a normie. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Anyway. So, yeah, I think I have a lot of the same notes in that the instrumental being VSTs, guitars and bass, it just has not come along far enough. So, that it hasn't come along far enough. I wonder if there would be a way that you could take, like, because you can program an acoustic guitar VST and make it sound, you know, fairly real. It will almost sound indistinguishable from the real thing if you put a lot of time and effort and care into it. I wonder if you were to run that sound, like if you were to export that as an MP3, I wonder if you could run that through like your normal cabinet loader, distortion pedal and whatever, and I wonder if it would sound better. I wonder if it would sound more real instead of this. This sounds like Fruity Loops Slayer or Guitar Pro 7 or some shit. That's what it sounds like to me, and it just, yeah, it takes a lot away from it. Anyway. I'm really impressed with the way that he managed to make what's it called, feedback come out of these synthesized guitars. That was pretty cool.
These just sound so funny. I don't
Yeah,
know. Those like slides, like you cannot actually do slides. Well, those if you do slides on like synths, you just like it's note by note, and I can almost like distinguish the notes from each other, like as if it's like playing separate notes, and it's just one slide that does not slide. I don't know. Right.
It. I was fixing to say that it's such a good composition. Like if this had some good guitars on it, if this had like, you know, a distorted Jackson Dinky, if you had like the Super Badass by MXR.
With the same processing.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is not the processing. The problem is the source of the instrument. So like, even if it was played on the real guitars, but with this level of like highly distorted, overcompressed, and like overbumped, like what's it called? When you just like maximizer, you use the maximizer to ramp up the volume up to 12 or 11.
Yeah, compression
or whatever. Yes. So with that process, and even the real guitars would make all like a huge difference.
Oh,
even with this incomprehensible like processing and all that stuff, it would still make a difference because the source of the sound matters. It just does. It just matters. If you use the synthesizer, no matter how much you process it, it will just give it away. If you use a real guitar with the same level of processing, you might get a similar result, but the impression will be just night and day. It will be just so much different from the synthesized instrument. Like, yeah.
I do wonder, that should be an experiment. I don't have any guitar VSTs, but I wonder if you could find... Actually, no, I don't. I don't have a guitar VST, but I wonder if you could. If there was like... Because you're familiar with what I'm talking about, right? Like the guitars that sound... Like acoustic guitars that sound real, you know? Like it's almost as... The guitars... You can add fret noise and everything. It almost sounds as good as like a piano VST, where it sounds pretty much real.
Honestly, I never worked with that, so I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ, I cannot remember what it's called. But there's a guitar VST. Oh shit, almost killed y'all's Ponytown. Guitar VST. Not free bullshit. It wasn't free. That I'm pretty sure of that. It's giving me plugins for recording. That's not what I want. I'll have to look for it later. But there's a wait, no. Oh yeah, Auto-Tune Unlimited, 5 months free. From
plugin on this list is Ample Guitar M Lite 2. Now some of you warm real such as
let's hear it.
As
and so it sounds pretty good.
It's terrible.
It's terrible?
Yeah.
I think that this is really, really good for something that's free.
Something that's free for sure.
I think that if you get into the page, and so this is kind of what I'm talking about, and I'm thinking that if somebody were to have some paid shit, stuff that's like really, really good, where you can add fret noise and all that stuff, and it would sound real. I wonder if you were to feed this through a cabinet loader and a cabinet, I wonder if it would sound like way better than whatever we have going on with Crashie Tunes. Not that Crashie Tunes is like a terrible, awful person for putting together this song, because it's a banger. It's just I have a problem with that in and of itself. Just not the composition, it's just the instrument choice and the way that we've gone about that in particular. So I wonder. That would be a cool experiment to do. But anyway,
let's end this song.
Yeah, let's continue.
As you can hear, you get a really
the right
natural.
Video. Let's try again. My bad.
Yes,
okay,
that's more like
it. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Okay, it just kind of ends. That's all right. I didn't, in my opinion, it didn't have a very satisfactory outro. But it was cool.
Also, again, like when the guitar was playing,
I use
the low
FL
notes
Slayer,
and
by the way. Yeah, I called it. I figured as much. And
Again,
go
when
ahead.
the guitar was playing the low notes, like the chords and like all that shit, it sounded good. It sounded like tolerable, but like overall, it gave almost a real impression of a real guitar. You know?
Yeah. FL Slayer is old shit. Like, and they have not improved on it ever since it like first came out. I don't think FL Slayer, FL Slayer, like that's the first option or the first video that pops up is how to make it sound good. Whenever you Google FL Slayer,
When you click the video, it says there is no way you can make it sound good. Like, it,
really?
no.
I was
I
gonna
mean-
laugh when I popped
No,
it
no,
up and
no,
it
no.
just said, "Yeah, there's no way to do it. It sounds like shit no matter what."
Yeah, like trolling. Like the first result in Google is just the troll video. No.
I wonder if this dude is gonna do the same thing, the thing that I was saying. Oh my god, it's so bad.
It sounds castrated.
It's so bad.
Effects.
Oh no, I commented. Wait, did you really? Or did you comment just now?
Hello? This is a tutorial.
Oh shit. I don't see him, but that's funny.
Commented where?
I assumed the video that we were looking at. Maybe he's one of these people and he's on his alias or something.
Hiding and lurking.
Hiding in here. How many comments there's on here? I don't want to freaking go look for it or whatever.
Microsoft Notepad, not real tutorial. True.
Oh shit. MIDI editor, Tux guitar, Audacity, cracked mix pad, makes better combo TBA. It's
Says Gargot, who never uses guitar in his songs.
true.
I mean, he
He's-
does, but like MIDI editor plus Tux guitar plus Audacity plus cracked mixed pad, and then I just don't use those guitars.
Yeah. See, this is all the things that I don't do. That's funny as fuck. Oh shit. Okay. Speaking of regurgitation
By
of
the
shit.
way, the man himself.
The who?
The man himself.
The man himself, yes. Regurgitation of shit, aka Gargod. I don't know if Gargod sounds like a
Trepes. Pepes Trepes. Pepes Trepes.
Pepes
Right?
Trepes. Pepes Trepes.
No. No, Pepes Trepes.
Pepes Trepes. There's no tone indicator on Pepe. So
Maybe it's peep. Like peep.
peep
Peep treeps. Peep treeps. Peep treeps. I don't know.
Peeps.
How do you pronounce-
Yes, peeps treeps.
Or Pepes. Or Pepes Trepes or Pepes Trepes.
Yeah, Pepe would usually have
Pepe.
an accent indication on the second E. Usually, top pony ground right there. Okay, let's check it out. 52 seconds. Let's do that. Okay. Pepe. Are you talking about Pepe Frog? Frog?
No, the DJ Pepe from Radio Espantoso.
Oh. Did you read that in the description? Oh, no?
No, it's just the only Pepe I know.
Oh. This sounded correct. You said... I thought you were talking about Pepe. Pepe. Pepe the Frog. No, of course we're not Pepe posters. We're on Team Yi all day long. Team Yi. Oh no, it's not anything that I want. Yi.
It's Pele.
Yi
Not
posting.
Pepe.
Oh no, it's fucking that. It's almost Yi. That's not what That is not what I'm looking for. I'm not on Team Yi. I forgot that dude existed. Okay? We don't like... I'm talking about the dinosaur emote. Jesus Christ. Yi
Wait, what dinosaur?
Twitch emote.
What dinosaur?
This one, Yi.
Yi? Oh, you mean Yi?
Yes.
Yes,
Karen
I know.
Yi.
I know that Yi.
Yes. Yi.
Oh
my
God. Yi.
There's a football player named Pepe. Shut up. Okay. Anyway,
It's
let's
not Pepe,
continue.
it's Pele. It's Pele. Pele.
Pele.
Wait. Pele. Wait. Ah! Fucking. Footballer.
Peeps Trepes. Okay. Keep it going.
I Google him. I Google Pele.
I'm not. Is
Okay,
this
so there are both Pele and Pepe, and they are both football players.
This should have been Gargod fucked up. This should have been Pip's Trips. Make it whatever the fucking whatever. The fucking Generation 5 ponies. Yeah, Gargod's got away with the vocals, man. He's pretty fucking good. He's good.
Why did he pan them that way? I felt like he had an additional vocals in the right channel, or like a little bit to the right from the center, because like he has like clearly like layered low vocals and with high vocals in the middle, and there was something wrong with the right channel, but I couldn't catch what exactly was wrong with that.
Let me see. It's the reverb.
No. He did pan the like the high screams a little bit to the right. I think it's not a reverb. It is the way he panned it.
It sounds dry on the left, and then it sounds wet on the right. It sounds like the reverb is only working on the right channel, or maybe I'm just deaf.
Could be. I'm not entirely sure about that. Like, not panned. Okay, so that might be a reverb or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking because it sounds like the reverb is only working on one channel, which is not out of the realm of possibility. Whenever you export something, it could end up, fucking up like that. I think it was a recording issue. Okay, yeah. Because I don't know. Because also I don't know if Gargod. This is I don't think Gargod adds much processing to the vocals, not in the way of like wet reverb or anything like that. So I don't know. But okay. Human cuisine. This is a good screenshot. I'm taking that. Human cuisine with ponies in the background. Or stream text. There you are. Boop. Good. Okay. We have two more 2022 submissions. I only use delay and reverb. Okay, well shit. I was just totally I was like, he doesn't use delay or reverb. I only use delay and reverb. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Good. All right. We get to listen to a Black and Blue song now.
That's good.
Blackened Blue. Blue-A. Okay. Anyway, another magical song. Premiered 3 hours ago. All right.
Yeah, I saw that. I was there. I spoiled it for myself. I had to. Honestly, it's
Black and
worth
Blue.
it.
Yeah.
It's Black and Blue. Oh my god, it's like
Black and Blue.
I mean, that's the point of the pronunciation.
Yeah. All right. So let's do it. Black and Blue. Another magical song. I'm always really impressed by his shit, so let's do it. Yes. Oh my god. It's Prince Whatever. I'm sorry. Is it muted? Nope. Okay, it's just silent intro. I feel like this is a departure from what Black and Blue normally does. Like, usually his shit is just is a little more chill than this. This seems to be going all the fuck out, which is cool. Oh my god, that streak was so good.
Just you wait for the end.
Nice bass guitar. That's so cool. Damn. God fucking damn it, man. He was just destroying that fucking guitar. That was awesome. That guitar was sexually harassed. You know what I like about this theme is that what's his no I'm not getting on TikTok. I'm sorry. Is that it reminds me of this dude. Where is he? This fucking save G4, save MLP.
No, please don't. No.
I'm thinking it sounds like this, like Like, you know.
I'm not losing any more brain cells with that bullshit account. Please.
That's what it sounds like whenever I'm listening to these lyrics. The lyrics sound like it's coming from his perspective. Like, no, we can't move on to another generation. The first one didn't have something.
We have some unfinished business left.
Yeah.
And you stopped right before the very best thing about this song. So
Okay, I'm backing up to 3 minutes. We'll listen to the last 45 seconds. Save my MLPA. Okay. Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
told you.
Holy crap.
That
It
was
was
his
hard-
longest scream ever.
Yeah, like 45 fucking seconds. I don't think I think maybe Lamb of God has come close, but I don't know. That was crazy. That shriek was really good quality too. It wasn't like some bullshit that you just kind of like sit down and throw
It was
together.
higher than it felt like it sounded a little bit higher than his usual screams, and I like that a lot because
Yeah.
it feels more like screaming or shrieking than he usually does like the mid-range screaming, and this is a little bit out of his comfort zone, I would say, probably. So I dig that a lot. Like that particular moment was just
the
made
fucking,
it all worth it.
The harmonized lead guitars with the bass guitar tracking, not just like following some root note, and then we had blast beats on top of that, and then there's just this overarching delayed reverbed fucking shriek that is just like ringing. It's just really incredible outro for sure. Really, really good shit. And then 6 seconds of silence, which is not good, but even then. But holy shit. Really, really incredible. We need to, the next time we stream, I'm going to bring a bottle of rum, and I'm going to take a shot every single time there's a crying pony in the thumbnail. That is like such a big trope, and it's funny to me that like it's so common. Anyway, that was fucking incredible. Black and Blue, I don't think ever fails to. Well, no, wait, that's wrong. We had one recently, actually, a Black and Blue song that was like good, but it missed the mark in a couple of ways. So Black and Blue,
Symphonic Metal Commission.
I think so. Yes, I think that's the one. And it was, I think that was the only one where. So this is a common Black and Blue W right here. This is good shit right there. In fact, I'm adding that to my workout playlist. I'll probably listen to that again. Double W.
You know the animator Double W Brothers, who make like MLP animations.
The Luna one had wheeled orchestral mixing. Yeah, that was the one that he was talking about. The whatever the fuck. Anyway, Madoka, we have Ghost Aura. This is the last of the 2022 submissions, and we will then go to J-Doggon's shit, and some of Gargod's shit, and then a couple of random ones. Yeah. Let's do that one.
Why is Twilight angry at school? You should discover secret magazines.
That's funny as fuck. All right, let's check this one out. I like it when it says original song in the title. That's so good.
They specify that it's original, not a cover, not a parody, not. It's original. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We're not roasting J-Dog on. We're roasting J-Dog on submissions. That's the difference.
True. This is 306,000 subscribers, so I'm really, really glad that I was given the opportunity to boost a small creator such as this one. You know, they don't even have 1 million views on this video, so they're basically like they're unheard of garbage. And so we will check them out, see if we can give them a little bit of a boost. You know, since nobody is paying attention to this person, let us. Solaria or original
What I
song.
am about to hear is, I don't know. I've checked like a few seconds of it because I opened the video and started playing instantly when I was adding it to the list, and I have no idea what to expect past those few seconds I've heard. So this is gonna be okay. I'm not ready for it, but like, let's just do it.
I hope
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm nervous.
Especially because it's 5 minutes long. So anyway, let's keep it. Let's try it out. Is that like an accordion VST? That's what it sounds like to me. And it's
Perhaps not a VST. I'm not really sure.
Oh, it's most definitely a VST.
Okay,
because an accordion is like a wind instrument that you go in and out with, and you can hear. It's kind of like bagpipes, where you hear kind of on a real one. You'll hear it constantly, kind of like.
It depends on how you record it.
Because like every time the majority of my exposure to an accordion would be Weird Al Yankovic, and I feel like he's like an expert or something like that, I guess.
I worked in an orchestra with 4 accordion players, and I recorded them with 2 microphones, left hand and right hand separately, so you could hear like the chords in the left hand and the melodies in the right hand, and whatever is caught in between sometimes drowns in the mix, and you can only hear the chords and the melodic lines, so it's not as significant as you say it is. I mean, like, sometimes it just drowns in the mix and is barely audible. Sometimes it gets cut out of the mix. Sometimes you record not with the microphones, but like one accordion player had like a super expensive instrument for like 8,000 euros or something like that, and it has like that, I don't know, microphone pickup inside it, and it was connected with like stereo jack cable or something like that, like with a preamp, or I don't know, like a very crazy setup, and it was recorded that way multiple times. So I don't know.
I guess considering this is a Vocaloid thing, that I would just assume that it's a VST then. Shit biscuits. Okay. Anyway, I like that bass drum sound. That really punchy bass drum. That's a good sound. What is up with these? Hang on. What is up with these hands? What's going on?
What?
Why? No. We have it backwards. No, we don't. We have it. I'm trying to do the hands.
Wait, no. I don't think about it, okay?
My hand. Okay, my hand.
Don't think about it.
My right hand is gimped, but this is more or less the thing. Why is the pinky and the thumb connected? That's weird.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think
like
about
this
it too much.
sort of kind of half-assed, like anime / Picasso folksy looking shit is pretty neat. It's pretty cool. No hooves. True. Cringe. Okay, let's keep going.
I was about to hear a Vocaloid I've never heard before, because I only know like maybe like 2 or 3 Vocaloids, like, I mean, those voice synthesizers or whatever you call it. And Solaria is definitely not among them.
All right. I don't even know what a Vocaloid is. I've had it explained to me, and I just don't grasp the concept. So, anyway, let's keep going.
Futakuchi.
Oh my god. This is going to be very difficult for me to get through.
It's already very dry in the mix and like barely processed and like all over, like on top of the instrumental already. So it's not, it does not feel like it's with the mix. It's like a separate thing that does not blend really well into what is there so far. Maybe maybe it will blend with the mix like later on throughout the song, but like for now it just does not work.
Yeah, it's not a good intro because it does kind of have like a very robot type of feel. It doesn't sound natural at all.
That's okay for Vocaloids. I'm having complaints about like how it's mixed so far.
The struggle begins. True.
Speak for yourself, dude. I'm fine with Vocaloids. I'm just not fine with bad mixing in this case.
Okay, I got you. All right, let's keep going.
Surfacing beneath my laser, game of cards went on for days.
It is very dry, and it also has a lot of midtones to it. It's not. It doesn't have enough high-end frequencies. I think that it's relegated too much in the mid frequencies for sure.
Escalated fuck disease, they fall into their knees. Wait your turn, there's something still inside. Out of thousands gathered, asking how and why.
This kind of like fast-paced big band feel, though, for the instrumental is really, really cool. I think that even though the bass guitar is is basically just low frequencies, it still kind of fits in with everything else, and I think it's shelved really well. It's their signature. Ghost's tunning is very distorting dry. Okay, and the harmonies on the vocals here sound okay. Like once you layer the harmonies, it sounds all right. But by itself, it just didn't work. I don't think. Keep going. We're only 60 seconds into it, but so let's keep going.
God and take the unexplained, form the semblance of the normalcy and took it to their brains. Watch, perhaps forgotten, a girl preserved throughout the years, repainted in a brazen past. We're holding hands at long last. Fortified by age-old condolences, guards of the northern lights, God give us clearer skies. Open-eyed, entangled in promises, furthering the questions asked, hands tied behind the masks, their veins behind the masks.
Does this sound really, really super like over busy to you?
Yeah, I get it. I get the feeling that it's overly complicated. Like,
I feel like it's oversaturated with instruments. I feel like that whenever the vocals come in, at least some leads to drop out or something. I feel like we had a common thing that I see a lot of amateur musicians do. I say amateurs, 306,000 subscribers. This person is probably doing this for a living. But one thing that I find,
let's pretend that the letter K does not exist in the English alphabet. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 306 subscribers that are beginner.
There you go. I feel like a lot of things that people do whenever they're especially first starting out or they're not doing it or whatever is that they have a good idea, or especially when it comes to electronic music, things that are very heavy with VSTs that you don't have like to put a whole lot of effort into putting in or whatever. You just program it and go. I have a feeling that a lot of people will come up with a cool idea and they'll be like, this sounds neat, I like this, and then they'll come up with a second idea and be like, I also like this, let's do both of them at the exact same time, and then it compounds itself like this, and then eventually you end up with like 4 different leads all playing at the same time, and it sounds too saturated, and then the ear doesn't know where to go. I have a hard time tracking what I'm supposed to be listening to.
And I'm not entirely sure it was it. Honestly, I get a feeling that it was striving to get that, I don't know, crowded cabaret or like a bar or a restaurant, like a crowded place where everyone is like dancing, cheering, drinking, and singing, and all that. So it gives that chaotic vibe where everything is busy, everything is crowded, everyone is just playing, singing at the same time, and there's like a single vocalist on stage and like singing and like cheering up the crowd, and like everyone is singing with the vocalist on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It gives that like folksy vibe, you know.
I get what you're saying.
So maybe that was the idea here, because like I'm having a hard time tracking the, sometimes even the chord progression and following the walking bass line, because like I can hear that there is a walking bass line that is very like, it's a signature for jazz music, for example.
Right.
And the rhythm section, like the drums don't quite fit the walking bass line, in my opinion. It sounds interesting as a novel concept because I've probably never heard that combination of this particular like drum pattern with the walking bass, like this type of combination. I've probably never heard that before, so it has that novelty and it sounds kind of unique and unusual to me. So maybe there is something to it, but as I am used to more like classical approach to jazz music, especially like big band jazz music, it feels a little bit odd to me, and I'm having a hard time following that walking bass line that is usually very prominent, and you can read the chord progression out of the bass line usually.
Mm-hmm.
And here it's a little bit a little bit strangled by other instruments that are playing all around that bass line. So I'm having hard time tracking the musical ideas behind this track. This case is a little bit confusing to me, and I like what I hear so far, and I think if I spend some time like listening to this type of music on a daily basis, I can get used to that. I can like learn how to track separate melodic lines here and there. I can probably learn how to vibe with that, but for now I'm more confused than I'm more confused than amused, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. More confused than amused, because I think that is the vibe that I'm also getting. I think the motive that miles per hour says, I think the motive is great. It's just the busy instrumentation and the awkward vocals make it hard to listen to. Soul Strings has already rebuffed that. He says that the Vocaloid is fine, and I hate it. I think that especially the thing that really, really gets me, that triggers me so hard, is the what's it called? The vibrato, the weirdly exactly perfect vibrato. While everything else kind of can sort of mimic a sound that a human would make, the vibrato comes off as so incredibly perfect that it's not really achievable, and I don't like that. But so I like it, but I mean I like some elements of it, but I feel like there's too much going on. But anyway, we have 3 minutes left, so let us continue.
Reminder swarm to pray, she swallowed whole another day. Taking in the world to play, it's brighter than the sun. Reprimand sit in the booth behind the show, a better view. Aggravated fuck disease collapsing to their knees. Wait your turn, there's something still inside. Out of thousands gathered, asking how and why. Who's to wait?
One thing that reminds me of, like, this is very folksy, you know, sounding or whatever. The vocals are not the vocals. The drum beat is pretty similar to something you would hear like with Flogging Molly, or something like that.
Like Irish folk punk.
Yes, that is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Is that it does?
It's still folk. I think it still counts as folk.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's okay. I think the drums are fine. I like the drums really. Even the samples being used on the drums are good. That really punchy bass and that slap on the snare is really good.
The whole arrangement honestly is pretty great. Honestly.
Yeah, it's good drums. But you know, I don't know. It's just not working for me. So, well, I guess we'll just continue it and keep going. That sounds like bass and snare playing at the same time. Is this technically a blast beat?
If you want it to be.
We're giving it a like for the blast beat right here. Hang on. We're at 353. We'll go back.
No, don't do that.
There you go. It's kind of it sounds a little bit like a blast beat.
Okay.
Small blast beat there. There's a weird key change.
That was odd.
It was. It was very odd. Oh shit! And I think this person, I would guess that this person is like into the weeb shit. Am I correct? Oh my god. No, I guess not. I mean, maybe a little bit, but this comes off as very Americanized. Western influenced for sure. But
Solaris voice bank is ghost voices, if I recall correctly.
Interesting. Okay, so not for me, but you know, it did have some cool stuff to it. It's not like it was unlistenable garbage. It just, you know, not really for me.
I think it's something to get used to.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
that would take some.
Once I get used to it, I might enjoy it. I think.
Have we not listened to Socks before?
What?
Have we not listened to Socks before?
Not on stream, at least. I think. Let me just check.
Socks is like a legendary song.
Yeah, but like it's not on our list, at least.
Oh, we'll look at that. Okay.
We can check it right now.
We can check it right now, and then we'll do a JDogCon song, and then we'll do a random yeah. Sorry, save MLP, but you're being replaced by a random number generator. Which is how they came up with the ending for G4. Okay, 122. Wait. I just saw Pieces of Me down here. Pieces of Me. That shit was fucking fire. Okay, so we're doing 14. 14. Okay.
1/4. Wait. You've put it in maximum, not minimum.
Oh, whoops. 122, minimum 14. Okay. So let's check out this Sock song. Dude, this song was like rocked back in the day.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Public opinion can suck my sardine. That one fucking line, and they put a sardine in the lyrics, like on screen. It was just hilarious.
I have not heard this song in so long, but it's very, very good. Let's keep going. Jesus Christ, it's fucking loud. Oh my God. I gotta turn it down. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. Okay, keep it going. That's cool right there. That's cool as fuck, using the Digitech for like some credits or whatever. That's awesome. Yes. Vace and Quicksilver makes up Lunatics. Vertical. I guess it works because we have the guitar in the corner.
Fashion, that's how they were described.
I think he shaved off all of his hair too, which is sad because he's got this glorious caveman.
It's been a while.
Damn. Okay, keep on.
Wait, it's been 6 years, actually.
Damn. 2016 is like perpetually like 2 years ago for me. I swear to God. All right, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep my legs warm all the way up to my thighs. Long stars, white socks with a little lace at the top, or maybe a little polka dots. They go well with my pot. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say.
I wonder if he recorded that Squire, that fucking Squire by Fender Strat.
Wait, is it Jaguar? I don't see it on screen because it's too small. Because like
it is very small. But that is
it Strat?
I can most definitely make out Squire on there.
Okay.
So that is a Squire Strat, and I'm super surprised with how good this Squire Strat sounds. That it really goes to show how much you can do as long as you're willing to post processing. If your post processing skills are good, you can pretty much make anything sound all right. Let's keep it going.
So just listen to reason. Can't you see that you're causing a scene? Come on, you know it's something up to do with the public opinion without
He is a big boy.
things. I'll never listen to reason. Public opinion can suck a sardine.
I love it.
You like to pull it from the cold dead hooligans. That's the only way I think you suck from me. So long to the disbelief. So long to the panicking.
You know what? And so anybody that criticizes these guys for having, such an affinity for ponies and socks to be like, touch grass and be like, ha, right there in the video, he is clearly coming into contact with the foliage that grows out of the ground while you are not inside a building or whatever.
A bit of comfort through thick and thin does a lot for the mind.
Oh, he's not on grass. Oh, I thought he was going to be T-posing.
Yes, I expected that too, but then I realized that I think T-posing came like the T-posing meme came like in 2018, so like 2 years later. I think I'm not actually sure.
Evidence of touching grass confirmed. True, except for the bird. The bird is not touching grass right now.
Therapeutic, she don't care what you think. She don't care what you say. You got her so aggravated. Why you always gotta be that way? Some bits of fabric that are hardly called for. I gotta say that you won me over. Whoa, whoa. A blank stare is all you get from me.
See, this is a Fender a Fender right here, and then he's playing a Squire here. But maybe he was doing that because it matched the bass that he was playing earlier, which I think is a Squire P bass. Or it might be a Fender. I don't know. I didn't really look all that close. But anyway, let's continue.
Blank stars all you get from me. Just I'm in all your hosiery. Whoa.
He has more guitars than I think anybody really has any business owning, but like I respect the grind. I love it.
But I don't really want to talk about it. Whoa, whoa. I really don't want to talk about it. Brainwash is hardly called for. My God, I think I need a doctor. Whoa, whoa. I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, that is a Squire P bass, and it's got oh, never mind. It's got a dual single coil. That bass sounds fucking good too. No, that's not a P bass. That's a jazz bass. That's got that.
I can barely see it, but like if it has 2 pickups, then it's clearly jazz bass.
Yeah, it's a jazz bass, but it's sounds delicious. Oh, dude, he's got that PV amp. I used to have that exact amp. That PV amp is so fucking good. I don't remember what it's called, but it's fucking loud as hell, and it sounds really, really awesome. That used to be like my go-to for live shows. Man, I think that shit's still at my mom's house. I can't remember what I did with it. But anyway. I love it. I love the matching colors of the glasses and both get the guitars matching. It's so fucking good. I just love this so much. I've never actually watched the video before.
Oh, that explains it. That explains a lot, honestly.
Yeah, I've never watched the video before, but it's good. It's really good. Okay. It's awesome. And it's weird because Francis' face doesn't look like his voice. He sounds like a tiny little dude. It's just weird. Down Slaughter World Tour win. You can't get me on a plane. I can't go on a world tour because I have an irrational fear of planes.
Same.
Oh, fuck. Somebody nuked.
We're on the same plane here.
Somebody nuked the fucking zone that I was standing in. I'm AFKing on Fallout 76 trying to farm some shit, and somebody nuked where I was standing and killed me. Assholes. What the fuck? Okay. That was cool. And just nostalgic as fuck. Like, this was Quicksilver. Actually, I would venture to say that Lunatics was probably, in 2016, was like the best representation of like pony music at the time, of semi-professional sounding music, but also really funny, and their videos were good, and I don't know, Quicksilver remains one of my favorites. I don't know if he's kind of active now a little bit, but man, he's so good. He's just so fun. Anyway, that was Socks. We can do a J-Doggone submission. Let's do Among the Herd. We did a lot of Among the Herd. What the fuck am I doing? Back in the day, when we first got started with the stream, but we haven't heard him in a really long time. And he was really, really good. But he's been gone for a while. So anyway, come to Mexico, ooh, I can drive down to Mexico. That's easy. Madoka World Tour with concerts in Portugal. My brother, who's in the army now, but my brother lived in Portugal for like 3 years, and he said that it was fucking awesome. And that when it comes to drugs, he said the only time you ever got in trouble for like selling drugs is if the drugs were fake. He was like, if you go and you want to buy crack cocaine, it better have cocaine in it. It better not just be baking soda. There better actually be cocaine in it, or else you'll get in trouble. Like, it's against the law to sell fake drugs. But it's totally cool to sell real drugs. And I don't know, the stories that he told me about Portugal, it was so awesome. It sounded cool as fuck.
I think it's also one of the last songs released by Amongst the Herd.
Oh, yeah?
Check out their channel. That's probably...
Yeah, it's the last one. 2 years ago. But anyway, he... Portugal is cool. And what's interesting about Portuguese, the language, is that my brother doesn't know any Spanish, but he can speak Portuguese at Mexicans, and the Mexicans will understand everything that he's saying. But then when they speak Spanish back at him, he has a hard time. Like, it's weird how it doesn't seem to go both ways. Like, as a Spanish speaker, I don't understand any Portuguese at all. Like, they use a lot of weird characters and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, downtown Libsyn, some gypsies sell aromatic herbs as pot.
It's
Lisbon. But, yeah. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just not good enough at speaking Spanish to be able to do some crossover or whatever. But I've always heard that if you can speak Portuguese, you're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from speaking Spanish, or the other way around. I can't remember which one. If you speak Spanish, you're a hop, skip, and a jump away from speaking Portuguese. But anyway, the Mexicans never have any problems understanding my brother whenever he's speaking Portuguese. I understand Portuguese, but only written. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, anyway, Amongst the Herd. Embrace fear, embrace change. I'm currently studying Spanish, and it's difficult because of the false friends.
Yeah, false friends. When some words in one language mean completely different things in the other language, for example.
I got you. Completely different things.
The
like
pronunciation is different. Like, you see things that are familiar to you, and you think they are familiar, and you think either the meaning is the same as you are familiar with, or the pronunciation is the same as you're familiar with, but it isn't, and it doesn't it isn't pronounced the same way. It doesn't mean the same thing. It's different. So those are like false friends.
Speaking Portuguese just good enough to get cocaine. What was I saying? Okay, it's the false friends thing. I guess an example that I can think of in English would be pissed. If you go to the UK, pissed means drunk. In America, pissed means angry. So I don't know if they really use it differently. Or I guess fag. I don't know if fag means. I don't know if there's a homophobic connotation to the word fag in the UK. But I know that they call cigarettes fags. So much to the point where your couches and your chairs and shit like that are called fag proof.
Also, when you translate the word piss to Russian, the meaning that this word, the word alone has here is being a coward. So
really,
it's like you pissed your pants in that meaning. Oh, you're so scared. You're just.
Huh. So it means scared or cowardly.
Yeah,
that's so interesting.
I bet you jump off this 12 meter high tower. What? Are you pissed? Are you scared? I mean, it's like a mocking or something like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really weird. Pissed is I think I don't know, piss, I'm pretty sure. Well, it also means, no, it doesn't. Pissed, past tense, exclusively means angry. You wouldn't say, or no, I guess you could say I have pissed. That would be I urinated.
Yes, exactly what magic per hour said.
3 a car. 3
Zasol. It's pronounced Zasol.
Zasol.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to
It's
know.
like the song. So yeah,
This is all piss here means urine. And
Russian gopniks would say to you.
Okay. Anyway, let us check out this Amongst the Herd song. It's probably pretty interesting. Ooh. Is it going to play? Is my play button working? Is it not working? Oh, it's just silent. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at that screen. I was always a big fan of his guitar tone. It seemed very well. It's really scooped out, but it's also highly processed, and it sounds really, really good to me. I've always been really impressed by that. I never really understood like exactly what he was doing with it, but it always sounded pretty fucking cool to me. All right. Conversely, his drum samples have always sounded like crap. I don't think he's ever used drum samples that impressed me ever. They always fell short compared to his guitar tone and his playing ability. The drums never came off really well, but it's good. I like the subtlety in his whenever he does
Electronic comments.
Yes, the subtlety of that stuff. He doesn't do really huge giant stuff. It reminds me of kind of what Metalcore Pony was trying to do when he first incorporated electronic elements to his music. He tried to make it subtle, but then it ended up in the forefront. It's like he was doing this thing where he would try to add electronic elements, and it was almost as if he was like, I'm doing this thing, and now we're going to what's it called? I'm going to and I want everyone to know it, that kind of thing. So he ended up having this big giant boisterous electronic section that would kind of cover everything else, and it really, really turned out like garbage. But this guy is doing it really well. He's really rocking that shit. And I don't know how his evolution. I don't remember his early stuff. I don't think I ever listened to it. But his instrumentals like this were always very good. I want him to come back. I wish he would come back, because he was doing really, really good stuff. And the evolution of the he did a Pinkie Pie song, I think, back in the day that we covered, and it was really, really good. And his stuff was getting progressively better, pretty consistently, slowly, but still consistently getting better as time went on. And yeah, he's one of those people that kind of just disappeared, and he needs to come back. He would explode this fucking music scene. He was so good. But anyway, that was Embrace Fear, Embrace Change Amongst the Herd. Pretty good stuff. In instrumentals, so there's not a whole lot to say other than what I've already said. Good guitar tone. I like the subtlety in the electronic elements. Even whenever they became more prominent, it didn't, take away. It wasn't like two tracks playing at the same time. It was well integrated. And he's got really, really garbage drum samples that he uses. And that's about it on that one. Oh, look at that. Piss is also a right-wing political party. Sounds about right. Piss. Anyway... So let's go to that was J-Doggone. We'll check out Gargod's submission, Cyril the Wolf Dragon Speaker, after the random one. Let's do a random one 18. So we got a newer one. Oh, it's another Gargod submission, Deavas. I know we've listened to Deavas before because I always sit here and don't know what the fuck how exactly to pronounce the name of this band. Divas, or whatever.
Deavas.
But this is it's a pony song, Heart's Warming Tale, an alternate take on Heart's Warming Tale. So let's check that one out, Snowfall's Frost. And the Heart's Warming Tale, I want to say, was the Christmas one, wasn't it, with the Wendigos and shit?
Yeah.
Yes. So let's check it out.
Spirits of the past, spirits of the present. Presents always filled with presents. And then there was Luna's future.
Pronounced
That's what
Divas.
everyone was crazy about. Luna's future. That was orchestra remixes of Luna's future. That was
Is he American? Because if he's American, I could see Divas. But if he's not American, it would probably be like Deavas or some shit like that. I don't know. But anyway, let's keep going. It's a pretty good sounding bass guitar right there.
Really
I
bad
like it.
sounding drums.
Do what?
Pretty bad sounding drums.
But I was focused on the bass guitar. we were getting there. We were getting there. All right. American or rest of the world. Exactly.
Okay. Now it blends together. Now the drums work well.
Yeah. They sounded a little dry with just the bass, but I think it sounds okay.
They did not match the dirty bass tone. Just
right.
The drum samples felt like overly clean and all that, and the bass was just like very cheap, distorted, and raw, and like overall like dirty. And the fact they did not match was just a little bit irritating. Now it all just blends together, and so the dryness of the drum samples drowned in the guitars. So it
also
evens out.
Starlight, also Starlight, best living being ever. Ooh woo. I don't want to have to be the one to tell you this, but Starlight is not a living being. Starlight is a cartoon. So I mean,
and she's dead.
And she's dead. And she's dead. As that's why they were trying to save her with the save MLP. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Happy hearts for may I hear them all say.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay, I'm sorry. It took me off guard. It's not. It is so incredibly out of key right there. Like the vocals are not matching the melody of the guitars. What melody is there?
The melodined or auto-tuned original a cappella from the song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the original vocals are not matching the
yeah, sure.
I don't think at all.
So they adjusted it to make it fit to the new instrumental, I guess.
I don't think it didn't sound like that. Okay, let's listen real quick.
Happy hearts for may I hear them all say. I simply cannot spend this bright and shiny holiday. Having fun at parties, laughing, playing game that consumes all of the.
Okay, I see the process.
No, wait, that's 15 AI. Okay. So it's not the a cappella, it's synthesized Starlight Glimmer's voice. Okay.
Yes. It consumes all the thoughts of the tiny pony brains. Ooh. Okay, anyway.
The thoughts in their tiny pony brains. A holiday for the common rabble, distracting from what matters most. A commercial, it's the sod to excuse a cider, happy drunken toast.
Oh no. I'm just not vibing with this shit at all. Not even a little bit. The 15 AI vocals have gotten a lot better. Oh man, this isn't working now. I don't think that the I guess the procedurally generated or however the fuck you would call it, like AI vocals, really work outside of like a heavy electronic setting. Stuff like Geek Brony does really good 15 AI stuff like that. Geek Brony.
Oh, Pony Zone. Okay.
Yes, of course. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes.
I wish I didn't, but I know.
That shit was so based. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I thought that shit was hysterical. I have not laughed that hard in a really long time.
The problem with that is it's the only thing I know. For me, it's the only thing Geek Brony is known for. Because like,
yeah, I would assume that I am in the same boat where the only logical solution is the only thing I'm known for a lot of the times. So it happens. It happens. Anyway, so the 15 AI vocals are not working for me. Pony Zone is only for the cultured people. True. That is true. Okay, keep going. Cultured people who apparently believe that Starlight Glimmer is a real living thing. Whatever. Anyway.
A season of pretending they've all got some reason for their cheer. A time of lying to themselves that they've been really good all year.
I think maybe another thing that I'm having a problem with is that the vocals are following along with the notes of the guitar exactly. And there doesn't seem to be any separation there, and I don't like it when shit does that. I don't like it when the vocals follow along with the guitar.
For now, it sounds like Starlight Glimmer cannot sing, but still tries to sing.
Yes,
that's the impression I get.
It's like we've trained a robot that couldn't sing to sound like Starlight Glimmer who couldn't sing. That's kind of yeah.
I mean, she could sing in the show, and now now back to reality. She actually cannot sing.
As she walks by in the street, keep your young ones inside. You better stay away from her, else she might skin your hide. Turn out the light and lock the door to keep the frost at bay. Gather round and listen close to what your elders say. Be wary of the one who will rid us of our joy. Listen, will my child, take heed. If she succeeds in her plan to eradicate this might, then everything you know will cease to be. If she casts a wicked spell with the woods of the dead, forever will be mourn the very day.
Okay, excuse me. The Luna part right here sounds okay. It's
it's more like spoken words, not singing. So it works better, I guess.
I think it sounds better. It sounds better here with the Luna sounds better and the instrumental sounds better. Just everything about the composition of this passage here sounds much, much better than what we got before. Let me continue.
Never will we ever have a heart pumping again. If this evil witch has a ray. Happy hearts warming, simple little things. There's no time to celebrate the happiness it brings. You should all be at home, keeping manners to yourselves. Not making any noise to distract me from my spells. I've had enough with all of this. Something drastic must be done. I'll erase this happy tongue of gear and put a stop to all their fun. The vilest of sorcerers set forth her evil deed, upending our great holiday, killing our stormy need. The potion brewing in the pot began the writ of tone.
I feel like if we were to distort these, like he was saying in chat, if these vocals were distorted to kind of like give it a gritty feel, that it would mix in a lot better. But
I think it might only ruin the whole thing, because like it will get worse from there.
I don't know if it could. I don't know if it could.
It's not that bad to me right now. I feel like the distorted vocals would also make the vocals worse in what it is. Like you have the clean unprocessed like 15 AI samples or whatever it is, and then you have the same thing with like Crashie Tunes guitars. You can distort it, but if the source is still unprocessed, it only gets worse.
Okay, I understand your reasoning. I would still try
Again,
it at least.
I am not sure of the result. If someone would try to do that, like be my guest.
I think it's great because
Maybe I'm
Starlight.
wrong. Maybe
Ooh, okay. All right. You think it's great because Starlight. Because Starlight. There.
With the ritual began, our fate was set in stone. I won the rule that Trepes spoke for magic spells cast.
This riff sounds really cool too. I like this. It's neat.
Her sorcery so powerful, she was complete at last. The winded howls of it with a darkness across the sky. And finally, when all was still on her, for me to die. Die.
Dying intensifies.
That was cool. We're gonna get into a lead here, so I'm excited. Let's do it.
Die.
love how tremolo picking is just like the shortcut to look at me, I'm playing a lead now. I love it.
A holiday of living because of Boris lost generosity does not befit her kind. As she cast her wicked spell with the words that she said, the sun set on the victory day. And never did we ever have a hot woman again, because that little bitch got her win. I've done it, I've won. It's time to say goodbye to your precious holiday. Quiet are the streets and calm is the night. Never again shall they say. Happy hearts were me from me to you. I hope that you all got what you deserve. You'll never know a song or be merry evermore. Now that I've taken from you that which you most love. As she walks by in this now that
I don't understand why you guys can simp for fucking Starlight Glimmer so hard whenever Rarity is literally right there. I don't understand. It doesn't make
Where?
any sense.
Where?
What do you mean right there?
What do you
Right
mean?
there in black and white. The best kind. The best kind of Rarity.
I think the stream is broken. I cannot see any rarity on screen. Only Starlight Glimmer. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Lost in the sauce. All right, but unless you are MC Arch would be in here being like, Fluttershy is right there, and Fluttershy is so star-based, rare cringe. You're wrong. You're just wrong. Anyway, let's go.
I've taken from you that which you most love. As she walks by in the street, keep your young ones inside. You better stay away from her, else she might skin your hide. Turn out the light and lock the door to keep the frost at bay. Because of her, we'll never again get to celebrate. Happy hearts for me, happy hearts for me, happy hearts for me, happy hearts for me, no more.
Okay, that was kind of neat.
With milk?
It was a good time. It was neat. It wasn't like bad. This is one of the best information of TalkNet.
It
What is
felt TalkNet, whatever. I feel like it was a little bit too long, honestly.
Oh yeah, it was extremely long. Fully convolutional, non-auto-regressive speech. Okay.
Speech engine, probably.
All right.
Whatever.
But no, it wasn't the worst thing I'd ever heard. It was a neat concept, and I think the instrumental was well executed. I hated the vocals from start to finish. The riffs were cool. Even the drums were a little bit off, but they worked out pretty well. I liked the tone of the guitars and all that shit. It's just it was good all or partially the way around. Just the vocals or the whatever. Just big miss for me. Excuse me. Okay. I think we're gonna do a Gargod one. Let's see here. It's 14:11, and I gotta get out here at 15. So let us check out Mankind Grief. Omniscient Times, a J-Doggone submission.
He really wanted us to check it out because he said that's an experience and he wanted to see our reaction to it.
Okay. Then we will check it out. But hang on.
Do we end the stream on this one?
No, I've got time. I've just got to take a whiz, so I'll be right back. Hang out for 2 seconds, and I will go take care of business. Be right back. BRB.
Yeah, that's no, that's thankfully not Slam Worldwide this time. I'm so fucking tired of the Slam Worldwide intro. You have no fucking idea how much I hate that Slam Worldwide intro. I think everyone hates it by now. It's just no one is talking about it. Everyone just got used to Slam Worldwide intro. So they're not speaking out against it for some reason. Even though they hate the intro. I I also want to make pancakes, but I don't have any eggs and milk at the moment. So I might make pancakes later this week, hopefully. Not entirely sure. But I do love baking pancakes because like you can eat pancakes with pretty much anything. You can eat pancakes with cheese, with cherry jam, with sour cream and sugar, with tomatoes, with bacon, with anything. Pancakes are great and I love pancakes. So honestly, I prefer to eat pancakes with sour cream and sugar. That's the most basic recipe of pancakes, and I highly recommend. So, like the most simple recipe for pancakes in general, like 1 liter of milk, 500 grams, like half the kilogram of flour, 3 eggs, some sugar, some salt, and let's say olive oil or sunflower oil. That's like 6 ingredients. That's all you need to make the dough for the pancakes. That's the most basic recipe. Like 1 liter of milk, half a kilogram of flour, 3 eggs. That's the optimal amount of eggs. Some sugar, some salt, and olive oil or sunflower oil. Honestly, if you add like not 1 liter of milk straight, but like 1.1, so like 1 liter and 100 milliliters, that would be slightly better, I think. So like a little bit more milk than the double amount of flour. So it would probably be a little bit better. The dough would be more, I don't know. The pancakes might end up being like thinner than usual, and they will just taste incredible. Just like the godly taste of thin pancakes with sour cream and sugar. That's like the most tasteful and delicious thing in the universe, honestly. So that's how I prefer to bake my pancakes. Hopefully, I will bake pancakes next. Wait, not next week. Maybe like later this week once I get to go to the supermarket to buy the missing ingredients, because like we clearly don't have any eggs. Maybe we still have milk in the fridge somewhere. I'm not entirely sure about it, but like I will check it out later. So later this week, yeah, I do want to make pancakes. You know, like we have that winter celebration where everyone is baking pancakes just to like to make the spring come closer. That's like a ritual or sort. So everyone's baking pancakes and eating pancakes and enjoying pancakes, and pancakes are like great in general. And I love baking pancakes. So like last reminder, like the most basic recipe for pancakes: 1 liter of milk. Maybe a little bit more, like 1.1 liter or something like that. 500 grams of flour, like wheat flour would work just fine. Like that's half a kilogram. Yes, the masleniца, it's called here. Some sugar, some salt, some olive oil or sunflower oil, and 3 eggs. You can add 4 eggs, but I think 3 eggs is the perfect amount for that amount of dough. Like needed for pancakes. That's it.
Huh. Well, that is interesting.
Oh, you're back.
Yes. That is interesting. I've never... I just don't eat pancakes.
Oh. Okay.
Nope. That's the wrong one. Nope. No. There we go. Oh, cool. It appeared on top, and I don't like that. There we go. So, we're going to be checking out this Mankind Grief, I think.
Yep.
Let me adjust the opacity. Nope, this is not what I'm looking for. Filters, color correction. Let's do it about 65. Okay, there we go. Now we'll be able to see past it. Okay. because I'm watching my screen and I can't see the fucking game, and I keep getting killed while I'm trying to grind. But anyway, so we're gonna be watching this thing. It says Mankind Grieved Omniscient Times. I am back. Okay, so let's check it out. 5 minutes. He said it's an experience, and
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. I don't know if that was like a sitar or something like that, but I always think it's really awesome whenever it's mixed into metal. Like, I hear it every once in a while, and every single time I've heard it, I've never been like disappointed. It's always been like, yes, give me more of that, whatever that is, you know.
I'm tired of hearing it in modern metal because like it's very often very often blended with the type of metal I don't usually like. So it's like showing off, like, hey, we have like oriental vibes, you see, like an oriental like instrument, like that sounds very, very cool, that's like very mysterious and all that shit, you know. We are highly progressive and modern, you know, like this is like pretentious and showing off. I hate this stuff.
Oh, really?
I'm tired of yeah, I think this particular trope is overused in modern metal.
Huh, that's interesting. The sitar, I want to say, is like Middle Eastern, maybe Southern Asian, like Indian.
Another
type
problem
thing.
I have is that they often use just the samples of it. If they used it completely as like a standalone, like real instrument, and they implemented it into their music as, you know, like having a full-time member of a band who played that specific instrument, that would be honestly great. But they just use some like synthesizers to add some, you know, oriental spice to make it sound mysterious and spicy and all that bullshit. And I'm tired of that. It's like, okay, I figured, you know, how to use synthesizers, but like, you know, that does not make your music better. That only means that you are capable of better arrangements, and everyone can do that nowadays. So it's not very specific, and not very. That does not make you any more special than any other deathcore bands.
Okay, I think I understand what you mean. I probably wouldn't go like as hard on it. I mean, I think it's cool as hell. I just don't hear it that often, though. That's the case on my end. Is that it's just not really super common. I wonder if these guys are American.
Honestly, same. I don't hear it very often, but the overall like total amount of times I've heard it in metal, I am already tired of it.
That's interesting. Well,
like,
all right then.
I don't know how to explain to this.
So we just dropped in. Let's see where it takes us from here in this experience. This mix of extreme vocals and clean vocals is really incredible. I love that.
Yeah.
I think they're
feel
doing really good.
They executed that really well. The clean vocals reminds me a little bit of Christian Alvestam, like the Swedish singer from like a lot of modern metal bands. He also does extreme vocals, but whatever. So like he is often used as a guest vocalist for like clean choruses and all that stuff. So it kind of reminds me of him. Not as powerful, probably not as powerful as him, but still very good, very good.
It's really, yeah. I think J Doggone isn't far off when he says it's an adventure, because it's really evolving into many, many different things. It's really fucking cool. Let's keep it going. I'm really impressed how they stepped it down into something like this. They stepped it down into kind of like, you know, a softer thing. I wonder if they're going to like ramp it up here in a second, but Jesus, that was awesome. That the whole lead section and like the simplicity, but also the intensity of the drums with the double bass, it really added everything. It tied everything together so nicely. I'm really, really impressed. Let's keep it going.
Will go to your galaxy riding beast. You will be slaves into eternity, whipping your souls without being able to do anything. Because the sisters of fate.
I love how the first 3.5 minutes of it were like this super incredible, you know, mixing of so many different elements together, you know, clean vocals, extreme vocals, and all that shit. And then we kind of get this kind of bog standard deathcore staccato breakdown, which is interesting. It's an interesting choice, but let's just keep it going. Hey,
Wait, J Dog.
J Doggone.
Yes.
You know what? It's just now occurring to me that he's from Nebraska. So I wonder if his name is J Doggo Nebraska. Wouldn't that be funny if we've been saying his name wrong the whole time?
J Doggo. J Doggo.
J Doggo Nebraska. I wonder.
So he's not gone. He's go. He doesn't.
Yes.
Okay,
J Doggo. J Doggo Nebraska. Dude, it would make sense to say J Doggo, you know, because like people say doggo. That's the meme.
Actually, this makes more sense now,
especially with the way that it is capitalized.
J Doggo.
J-Doggo.
J-Doggo.
We've been saying J-Dog gone this whole time. That's funny as hell.
Who's a good doggo? Who's a good doggo? Who's a good doggo? Who's a good J-Doggo? J-Doggo, J-Doggo. Who's a good doggo? You are the good doggo. Look at you, doggo.
You are dog gone for all the rest of time, J-Dog. Because that's just the way it's going to be. I've been calling you J-Dog gone for like almost a year. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we got about a minute left. Let's keep going. Bog standard deathcore breakdown. Let's keep going. I love the raw cleans in this one. Best part of the song. I tend to agree. It's really, really good. And the riffs are fucking cool too. You know, the riffs don't like take a back seat. They don't like, you know, decide not to be busy, not to do the cool thing just because there's vocals, and it still works. Jay did. Jay did. Let the dogs out, I guess. Okay. Well, interesting. I also think it's interesting that it would just end like that, but, you know, they didn't have any sort of outro, whatever. But it's good. That's good for the playlist. That it just moves on right into the next song. But cool. That was cool. That was really cool as fuck. It's got cool album art and everything. This is just a generally all the way around neat fucking video. Album cool. Yes. Album cover is cool as fuck too. Oh, by the way, we did an experiment whenever I said that I was going to follow a topic, subscribe to a topic to see if I got whatever. And I haven't got any notifications for any topic yet. So I don't know if that's like a common thing or whatever is going on.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if maybe I just haven't subscribed to the right ones yet or whatever, but that was pretty cool. Mankind, Grief, Omniscient Times. That was it was really different. Not something that I'm used to, but it really, really stood out and was really fucking cool. But I don't really have much else to say about that one. Unless we want to do, it's 14:30, so we got about time to do about one more. And we can do this John Meeman, Slightly Amiss, or what was the other
Maybe
one?
Random. Maybe random.
Fuck it, let's make it random. I went from
94.
94. 34, a little bit newer.
34. 34 would be
Futakuchi Mana. Dissociation, rather. Whew. Yeah, let's do that one. Futakuchi Mana. I'm hopeless. Oh shit. Dissociation. Oh, I remember this channel. Futa. True. That's the only part that we're paying attention to, is the Futa part.
Is that guitar also synthesized?
It sounds like it.
I'm
It
not
sounds
entirely
like
sure.
it is synthesized. Or it's just so heavily processed that it's coming around that way. But it sounds extremely heavily processed. It's Futakuchi Mama, yes.
I'm having so many problems with this mix, honestly. I feel like this is supposed to be atmospheric and like emotional and all that, and I kind of feel that, like now that we step into the chorus part, I kind of feel that, but like I can just brush off the mixing issues I hear in that. It's as if as if this song was playing like in like outside of your room, and you were recording it with a recorder while it was playing from outside of your room with your door closed. So you recorded it with a recorder and then like opened it in a DAW and tried to restore the volume, the thickness, the original quality by only having what you recorded on your recorder while the song was playing outside of your room, and you end up with completely lacking high frequencies. The track feels like it's just crashing, and someone tried to restore it by by bumping all the levels on the frequency scale, and it feels like it just became like louder. It lost its clarity, the proper mixing, and everything is drowning in a wall of noise. Like everything lacks the high end frequencies, like the cymbals on the drums, the vocals don't lack certain harmonies and like overtones, and the guitar also feels like a kind of robotic and castrated. Like the guitar tone is alright probably, but
I think that's where the sacrifice.
The feeling of the guitar is a little bit odd. There are some like clean guitars, like the shoegaze post rock, with tons of reverby and delayed effects on it. It adds a lot to the atmosphere. Like it really does. But the the quality they end up with is well, far from good in my opinion. Yeah, as if they tried to restore a broken record or something that was recorded from a very high distance, and that just got lost in transmission. I don't know. That's the impression I got.
Yeah, it's. I think that's where they sacrifice a lot of their clarity, is cutting those high frequencies. But I think that they shelved it in that way in order to make room for the vocals. But then the vocals don't fill that space, and that's really, I think, a lot of the problem. But all right, let's keep it going. That's also the constant lead, the lead that is that started at the beginning of the song and has not quit since. That in the
actually it switches to that like clean guitar, like the clean tone during the verses, and then during the chorus it's the doodling, like the distorted guitar solo doodling, like together, like arpeggio or something like that.
Yeah.
And during the verses it's just like single notes, like dun, 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 or I don't know, whatever. So
It's
like
enough to. It's enough to make me not like it. It's an unwelcome addition to everything, and I think it especially takes away from the vocals. I wonder if this is just going to be a Japanese thing. You know, like Japanese metal seems to do that. Seems to oversaturate their mixes with a bunch of crap.
Sometimes it's shelved better, I think.
Well, yeah. I don't think that you can shelve away an oversaturated mix. I don't know if you can do that. I think sometimes if you have enough conflicting instruments, because what I mean by like oversaturated is that like more than one instrument is occupying the same frequency range, and I don't think that, like, for instance, a guitar is a pretty versatile instrument, but like for instance, like a recorder. Like a clarinet and an accordion will occupy around the same frequency range. And so both of these instruments together playing two different things won't complement each other because they will be fighting for the same frequency range. And I think that is my problem, is that there's a lot of elements of this mix that are all fighting for the same frequency range, and yet neglecting the low end is pretty busy, but they're neglecting the high end. And I really think that it's because they're trying to make room for the vocals, and the vocals are just not occupying that space. And so it ends up, as you said, a little castrated, but then it's also super busy at the same time. And so it ends up with this sort of saturated mix. And it's just...
I would also assume that maybe they were actually aiming for that shoegazy, like wall of noise type of stuff, like very atmospheric, and when everything is just drowning in the wall of sound, like not the wall of noise, but like wall of sound, because there are like actual sounds and not a lot of noise, but like the sounds that make sense. The clean guitars with tons of effects, the vocals, the other guitars, like everything is just very hazy and blurry in general. Maybe if they were aiming for that particular atmosphere and that particular vibe, that kind of works, but still needs some time to get used to, I guess.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, so I think we're on the same page. If it was an artistic choice, then I guess they've done a good job of making me it's something that's not quite hitting my ear correctly, maybe. Anyway, let's keep it going. You know, another problem that I'm having is that it seems to be like more of a pop type of mix on a metal composition, where the vocals are very, very loud. The vocals are the subject, of course, and then everything else is really quieted down in order to frame the vocals the best that they can, and that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting as well, on top of everything else, on top of all the other problems.
She has interesting screams, though.
Yeah, good vocals, though. This sounds like real vocals.
The screams. I mean the screams, because she did the screams as well.
Just specifically the screams?
Yeah. I mean, because like she did them. That's kind of impressive. Like female extreme vocals are not exactly a frequent thing like on a metal scene.
Whenever you talk about like female extreme vocals, I don't know if you've ever heard of a band called, oh my god, what's it called? They do that song, In This Moment.
Nope.
They're that chick does crazy extreme vocals. Not
For the
anything.
record, if you mention Arch Enemy, I despise Arch Enemy. So,
No,
yeah, I don't
that's
like
not. It's not anything like Arch Enemy.
Hopefully it's
No.
better.
It's crazier. It's really atypical. It's not something that you hear all the time. It's kind of like that guy from Traitors, where he does it. It sounds exasperated or like desperate. It's not like, you know, this confident growl or anything. It is, you know, just like screeching. It's crazy. I can't even describe it, but it is.
Okay.
It's really unconventional, even for screaming. In This Moment, their really super huge popular song is called "Whore."
Okay.
And it's really good. Most definitely copyrighted though. So anyway, we got 30 seconds left. Let's see how we end it. Pretty good. Pretty fucking good. I'm gonna have to hear that again. Pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. Even it's not even good for a girl, so to speak. It's just, you know, pretty good, even considering, or just like considering the composition we've heard so far. It fits in pretty well. That's was pretty good. It's a little bit monotone, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't expect like a huge giant range. Pretty fucking good. Pretty good. All right. Well, 15 minutes from now, I need to be in the car, and I'm wearing sweatpants and no shoes. True. Yes, I think so. I think that considering that he's posted this person several times, I think that it is. There might be a little bit in there, but that's okay. That is okay. You know, just don't let it get away from you. Be careful with that one. The parasocial relationships that come with VTubers can be crazy. Uh-oh. He said "nop," which probably means yes, usually.
No, definitely not.
I don't spend money as long as you don't. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Whoa, my voice is getting really low right now. Like I'm after like several hours of almost nonstop talking. I think my voice is getting just really tired.
Alrighty. Well, I think we're good here. That was good. I liked this ending here. The rest of it, not so much. But this ending was really good. They did good. Check Ponytown. Oop, that's the wrong screen.
Grammarly
Oh, look.
helps you work more efficiently, which makes accomplishing your work goals easier
like
than
me.
ever before.
Oh my God! Stop
Get
playing.
full center.
Stop playing. Interesting. That was interesting. Any final thoughts there, Soul Strings, before we go ahead and cut it?
Probably not. Not this time, I guess. I know, like, I keep saying, like, a lot of things. And I remember, like, I think, like, semi-recently, you pinged me on Twitter with that comic, like, where, with, like, two co-hosts and who is who in that picture, or something like that. I guess I'm the bad cop in this case.
Sometimes you're the bad cop, sometimes I'm good cop. Where I'm like, I like this, and you're like, it's bullshit. And then
Basically.
sometimes we'll switch roles. It's okay.
I find it interesting, like, how we have, like, sometimes completely opposite perspectives on the subject, and this is kind of interesting and engaging. That's what I like about these streams, honestly.
Yeah, I just like hearing all different kinds of music from all over the world, and you know, it is interesting to hear the opposite perspective though, because like it's easy to get up in my own ass and be like, I have the objectively correct opinion about this particular noise. You know, like my tastes are particularly valid, and everybody that disagrees is just wrong or some shit like that. So it's good. It's good to have a different perspective and to
I am subjectively right.
Yes.
But yeah. Jeez. I have no idea what's happened to my voice, but like, okay.
It's okay. It happens. So I think we're good here. I think we can go ahead and cut
Gonna
it.
say bye.
And that means we. Oh wait, let me go over to Ponytown so I can say. I can do the little tilde, and I can say bye. We will see you guys next week, either Wednesday
Hopefully.
or Thursday. We'll see it when it gets closer.